You never see it come down. You say that my mind is to pass for right. You're done now. But the time is hit you, you're not surprised.
Alright, fireworks festival it is. Let's look for a good one.
Study comes first, though. I won't let you off if you fail any of them. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, all right, all right. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, can you all see me? Testing, testing. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ladies and gentlemen, can you all hear me? Test, test, mic check. How are things sounding, y'all? Is the audio matching the visual? Let me know, good friends. Let a brother know. Because if you let a brother know, that means the stream can go ahead without a hitch. But it wouldn't be a Neo stream if there weren't a couple of hitches to start out. Especially if we haven't been streaming in a while. You guys know the vibes. You know how things go. So let me go ahead and... I didn't even get all my screens situated. Damn, hold on. Hold on 1 second, friends. Let me just go ahead and drag the chat right over here. Okay, yeah, we are definitely good to go. Alrighty. Okay, so starting out at the top of the list with shoutouts. Okay, we got the homie J-Fam first. Yes. Oh, snap. We already know Flame is burning. I mean, he's already burning. He's already flaming, but more so than usual. We got Flame in the chat. Sloppy seconds for me. Hey, man, it be like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like being an Xbox fan. You know, sloppy seconds, bro. And Neo actually finished Persona 5 Royal, y'all. And he said that Persona 3 opening was straight heat. Yes, yes, it was. We're going to get into that later tonight, my friends. We got Zubin Jacob in the chat. Doom Part 2 is a legendary filmmaking. I haven't seen a movie of that caliber since 2017 when Blade Runner 2049 came out. Incredible IMAX experience. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that Dune Usi later tonight, my friends. Yes, we got a lot of good stuff went down over the past couple weeks. Oh, we got the homie Pooh Bear in the chat. What's up, Pooh Bear? How you doing? Oh, we got the homie Julian Phoenix with the 199 super chat. That gladiator scene in Dune 2. Yes, sir. Our boy Austin Butler putting in that work, man. We got Hibachi in the chat. Watch Shogun. Yes, that's on my list, definitely, of things to watch. Now that I've beaten Persona 5 Royal, I can actually go back to consuming content in a timely fashion. We got B-Rex Media. Hey, all. Probably won't be able to tune in live tonight since I'm spreading democracy with the boys, but love and blessings to you all. Oh, snap. Shout out to the Helldivers clan. Yeah, that Helldivers 2 going crazy. I've been seeing some of the funniest things on social media, man. That game is looking like it's a lot of fun, bro. I want to dive into Helldivers, but it's just the only game that has been on my mind over the past like almost 2 months was Persona 5 Royal. Like, you guys, bar me playing something for a review or me playing something, you know, if like I didn't have access to my Xbox, like let's say I had my Steam Deck, Persona 5 Royal was the only game that I touched, man, from what was it, like beginning mid-January up until a couple of days ago. That was the only game I played. It was insane, guys. Clocked in almost 130 hours. And, oh, man, it was an experience. We got Dylan Collins in the chat. Hey, Neo, I'm debating on platinuming The Legend of Dragoon. Any tips on what I should do? I am not the right person to ask that question, good brother, because I have not really dived into Legend of Dragoon on PS5 outside of like the first couple of hours. So I'm definitely not the person to ask as far as trophies, but you know, I mean, I haven't checked out the trophy list. I don't know. PlayStation's platinuming process doesn't seem like it's, at least for the first party games, it doesn't seem like it's crazy difficult anymore. I mean, like Spider-Man 2, you can platinum very easily. Like you can get that in your first run. It only takes like what, like maybe an hour or two more of content. Not content, but like an hour or two more of doing stuff. So I don't know if that's transitioned to like the PS1 classics. People, feel free to comment down below. Trophy Hunters, how does it work? We got the homie Battlefield Joe in the chat. First. Oh, wait, damn. Oh, man, you're the first for me in terms of people named Battlefield Joe, fam. We got Rhino54. What's up, Kingpin? Guess who's back? Back again. Yeah, you know the vibes, bro. We got David Bigelot in the chat, everyone's favorite alcoholic. What's up, everyone? He's already coming with the energy, you guys. Already ready for this. Oh, we got the homie Don Otaku, who's been a member for the past 9 months of the Phantom Weirdo tier. Having an Ask Neo stream on the Tuesday after the release of Doom Part 2 and beating Persona 5 Royal is exactly what the Lisan Al-Gaib would do. As written, yo! That's like the best super chat Don Otaku has ever sent. This man is finally speaking peace for once. But you know, that's what happens when we put this man, Don Otaku, onto that good stuff like Doom Part 2 and then just cleansing himself of the bad stuff like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. But I digress. Shout out to the homie Don Otaku for speaking that truth. Lisan Al-Gaib. That is what he would do, because the Lisan Al-Gaib is so humble. He's so humble. We got Kory Gryffindor in the chat. I found a drawing of Margaret of Persona 4 giving Igor a nose job. She was going gluck gluck on it. Yeah. Guys, we're not even like 10 minutes into the stream and it's already gone left, courtesy of this man, Kory G. Now, the other question I need to ask, did you draw that? Was that you, Kory Gryffindor? Because the fact that you said you found a drawing, I don't know, fam. That's that thing you say, like, yeah, I have a friend who's going through this shit when it's actually you. I don't know. That boy, Kory Gryffindor, he be moving differently, man. Them Cali boys different. This man delayed the stream. Boo him. Hey, man, I had to go take care of some business. You know what I'm saying, man? You guys know what it is. But you know what the important thing, Flame, when it comes to this is you got to take your time, bro. We got to take our time with the streams. Oh, we got Doss in the chat. Imagine if Doom Part 2 came out last year like planned. The competition between it and Oppenheimer at the Oscars would have been wild. Yo, that's a fact. Like, if Doom was supposed to release in the fall before they delayed it, oh, man, it would have been insane. Like, it would have been, like, neck and neck with Oppenheimer. No, for me, it's, oh, my God. Oppenheimer, Dune, Past Lives, and Godzilla -1. Oh, my God. Trying to pick, like, the top. That would have been insane, bro. We got Long Live Kevin Samuels in the chat. Yes, sir. Florence Pugh or Zendaya? I feel like I would vibe a lot more with Zendaya than Florence Pugh, but Florence Pugh is also really awesome. So it's kind of tough, man. Florence Pugh or Zendaya? I mean, I know more about Zendaya than I do Florence Pugh, in the sense that, like, I've watched a lot more interviews and stuff with Zendaya as opposed to Florence Pugh. I've seen her work and what she's done. Her as an actress, she seems cool, but I'd have to digest more content before I make a decision. But that's definitely a conversation worth having. We got Exploit in the chat. Yo, what's good? What's up, my guy? We got Ghost Fixter. We got Nobody. What's going on, gentlemen? Who else is in here tonight? We have got Valkian24. What's up, Maddie? We are finally going live. Yes, sir. Finally. Yeah, you guys know the vibes. We got the Nintendo Porn Company Conspiracy Evening. Never saw it coming. Yo, they let you have that name, the Nintendo Porn Company Conspiracy? There's a lot of questions I have about that name, but I'm gonna let it rock, man. The Nintendo Porn Company Conspiracy. I feel like there's some lore to this stuff. We need the lore. We got Shut Up Gabe in the chat. What's going on, Gabe? We got Lapis Arsene. Okay, all the mic and the audio check sounding good. Thank you, gentlemen. We got Blue Senshi in the chat. What's up, my brother? We got Michael Brent. We got CB That Guy. We got PierretheGamer. We got Marcus Makes Stuff. What'd you make for me today, Marcus? Did you come up with a new recipe? You better have. Who else is in here? We got Nobody with the $4.99 super chat. What's up? I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Remake for the first time. 20 hours in one day. What is going on with y'all? Like, what the fuck is happening? This man said he put 20 hours into Final Fantasy VII Remake in one day. Good brother. How are you alive? How are you alive, my man? You said he put 20 hours. Was that like... I can't even say you spread that up during different shifts. Did you take breaks? You can't have taken breaks. How are you up for 20 hours playing one game? This is like World of Warcraft type territory. Holy shit. Now I'm curious, bro, you almost beat the entire game in one day. He said, I put 20 hours in one day. That shit was amazing. I see why this Xbox dude wanted it. 20 hours in one day, guys, I must be getting old. I definitely must be getting old, because these days, the most I can put into like a play session, if I'm lucky on an off day, is like maybe 5 hours, if that. And I have to have nothing else going on. Like, I cancel YouTube streams. I don't think about making videos. I don't got any dates. Like, I just, dude, holy shit. Oh man. Like, I'm trying to think back at the last time I did like multiple long ass sessions. Definitely lockdown. Nah, I mean, like, the most I put was maybe like 7-8 hours into Persona 5 Royal a few weeks ago. Like, there was one Monday where I just did nothing from like 5 p.m. up until like 2 a.m. And, you know, there were some breaks in between to get dinner and stuff. But, man, oh my God. It's crazy how some of y'all be putting time into the games. And, hey, no shade at all. The homie J-Fam over here, that man, he told me he beat Persona 5 Royal in like a week and a half, bro. He said in 9 days, he put in like 130 hours. I was like, my brother in Christ, that is like 10 plus hours a day. How are you doing this? And he said, hey man, listen, it was locked down, and I get it, but I'm just like, damn, I feel accomplished when I put 5 hours into a session. But shout out to the homie Nobody. I'm glad you really enjoyed the FF7 remake. I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. remake versus rebirth. You gonna be like, you might pull a 72-hour session for Rebirth, my friend. That's all I'm saying. We got Rafi Grant in the chat. We got Weeb Slayer. Gonna finish Persona 3 Reload tonight. Hey, shout out to you, my guy. We got Shawn in the chat. We got wow, everyone's playing Legend of Dragoon. What's going on? It must be JRPG season. That's what it must be. Everyone's talking about Like a Dragon, Persona, Final Fantasy, and then Legend of Dragoon pops up. You know, it'd be great. It'd be great if we got a remake, PlayStation. But you know, PlayStation, the only thing PlayStation like, remake? You said you want Last of Us Part 2 again? Baby, let me tell you, have you heard about Horizon Zero Dawn PS5? There's a remake right there. One last parting gift from Jimbo. Long live the fighters. Yes, sir, Maddie. We got Blue Senshi 19 with the $5 super chat. Look, I love Persona 5 Royal, but Reload might beat it out. Sorry, Golden is in third place, but what are your thoughts on Royal? That's going to be a whole topic in and of itself, my brother Blue Senshi. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. And yo, you're not the only person who said that, because the homie Flame over here, he recently got into the Persona series. He played through 5 Royal, and then he went through Reload. He was saying that Reload is better. And honest to God, and again, I'll get into this when I give my final impressions on P5R. I would not be surprised if I feel the same way, but we'll see. We'll see. We got Reed94 in the chat. We've got, yeah, of course you found it from a Twitter artist. Okay, Kory Gryffindor. So you say was that Twitter artist, Gory Sifendor? Is that what his name was? We got SD Genesis in the chat. We got the homie Flame, who's been a member for the past 26 months of the Phantom Weirdo tier. It's almost how long it took me to beat Persona 5 Royal. Neo, we need to remember it's March 5th, the day you know what in Persona 3. A moment of silence, everyone. Burn your dread and enjoy your lives. Oh, man, that's a fact, bro. Oh, my God. I just realized, yo, what are the odds of the timing? And I can't get into this because of spoilers, but yeah, shout out to the third semester gang. You guys know what it is. We got Grimdar in the chat. What's going on, my brother? Oh, so the name comes from your conspiracy theories on the forums. All right, I see how it is. Recipe soon, chef. That's what I like to hear, chef. Thank you, chef. We got Ryan Gitzer in the chat. Ask Neo for the win. I just got off work and I'm ready to play more Rebirth. Oh, snap. All right, who else I got to do a last minute shout out, and then we can get the intro out of the way. Oh, we've got Red Sage in the chat. What's going on? All right, you guys, let's do this. Let's get this intro out. Welcome, everybody, to another fantastic and fabulous episode of Ask Neo. If you were tuning in for the very first time, welcome. Ask Neo is my weekly Q&A series where you guys ask me questions and I answer them to the best of my ability. Different from all the other shows we do on the channel and videos, this isn't really a show where you come and you get all the breaking news analyses on any hot-hitting topics in the industry, mainly because I like to save those for particular separate streams, because a lot of people like to hear the analysis and they just don't want to see it done on the Ask Neo show. Ask Neo is just us chilling, hanging out, vibing, talking about the games we're playing, talking about some of the drinks we had over the past weekend, and just living life, man. Just living life. And it's been a while since we have done a stream on the channel. February was a very busy month for your boy. Outside of my personal life, dealing with things with extended family members, in addition to just working a ton of hours. My part-time job that I do on the weekends got really busy. Extra hours, extra money to afford all the good games coming out, but you know, we got to do what we got to do. So yeah, that's why there really wasn't a lot of streams over the past couple weeks, and your boy ended up getting sick again, unfortunately. There's definitely something going around in the area, because I was sick back in December for a little bit, and then I got sick again in February. I thought my immune system was compromised, but then I was like, wait a minute, why is everyone else I know getting sick around me too? So it's probably something locally that was going around. I don't know. But yeah, so that was something I had to contend with. I really couldn't speak. I was very congested. I had a sore throat. It was not fun at all. It was like one of those sicknesses where you just don't even want to exist, man. It was one of those sicknesses where you can't even enjoy content, bro. Like, I was just sitting up in bed and I was like, I want to play a game. I just don't feel up for it. Y'all ever be that sick? That's how it was in, like, I want to say, this is actually like a week before Rebirth came out, like around the 20s of February. Like that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, your boy was out of it, bro. Your boy was out of it. It was not fun. I was just sitting up in bed ordering Uber Eats for like 4 days straight on my bank account. But yeah, you know, once that was over and done with, we got back to our regularly scheduled programming, and you know, here we are, you guys. Here we are. It was kind of COVID. Yeah, I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at this point with all the mutations and strains and X-Men happening right now. it's not fun. Like, I do remember the last time I got COVID, which was the only time I got COVID. That was at the end of 2021. I was ducking and dodging it for about 2 years. And then all of a sudden, I started to feel really run down. It was the craziest thing because, like, I always heard the stories of people, like, you know, after 2 years of hearing, like, how folks' COVID experiences were, you know, I finally got it. And, you know, at first, this is the weird thing. I didn't think that I had COVID because around that time, I was doing a weed cleanse. Basically, you know, I'd been partaking in the Mary Jane. Basically, I was doing edibles almost every night for a year straight. That my tolerance got ridiculously high to the point where one edible was not enough to get me going. Like, I needed an edible and a half. And the second it started to be like that, I was like, oh, your boy Neo is becoming a pothead, bro. No. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go on a cleanse. I'm going to go clean for like 2 months straight, reset my tolerance. And so I assumed that the reason I was feeling freaking run down is because my body was so used to bud. And whenever you give up, like you give up something that your body's accustomed to, like, you know, when you stop eating junk food, when you stop drinking alcohol, you stop doing cigarettes, things like that, your body starts to like feel like, oh, where am I gonna get my fix from? And that's what I thought it was, until I started to notice, like, I got way crazier symptoms that when I was reading all the reports online, I'm like, this doesn't seem like withdrawal at all. This seems like I got the vid, bro. And I definitely got the vid. Everybody in my family got the vid, and it was thankfully it was something that only lasted a week of just like fatigue and just the coughing and just the bro. Oh, God, I'm just remembering that, bro. Somebody says, Neo smokes. I thought you were cool. Hey, man, listen, I thought I was cool. I know you guys thought this was the Christian YouTube channel. Oh, shout out to my boy Tundex. That's my guy right there. He knows. He can vouch for me. I'm very much so on the righteous path. The Christian, the C in Chris stands for Christian and Christ-like, bro. That's what it's all about. But yeah, man, having that vid was not fun. I didn't have it this past time. I don't know, maybe it was like a mild form of the flu. But you know what the craziest thing is? I never had the flu before in my life until I got the flu shot, and then I got the flu like a week later, and I felt like death, bro. It was fucking insane. But yeah, you know, being sick was not fun, but you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know what, man? You know, we get knocked down, we come back, we punch back twice as hard, bro. That's what it's all about. I partake of the weeds now too. Wait, you graduated? You graduated? You joining us in the Mary Jane Nation? Is that what? Yo, listen, this man Tundex is growing up. I remember when this man Tundex, when I first met this dude Tundex, he was about 5 foot tall, and then now this dude Tundex is grown up, bro. He's got gray hairs like me, and you know, now he be smoking weed too, and he's about 5'4". So don't ever say that if you can't think it, you can't believe it, because this man Tundex is the living proof. Now, I didn't know you were doing the full-on gummies. I thought you were doing the freaking, I forgot the name of that, but you know what I'm talking about. I didn't know you were doing the full-on gummies. Hey, look at that, bro. Look at that. Your side chick is the flu. Hey, low-key it might be, Blue Senchi. Hey, shout out to the homie J-Fam, who's been a member for 26 months. Dropping in to say, you're the best. I'm at the movies tonight, so I can't be in. But hey, we back. Yes, we are back. Enjoy the movies. So I know you're about to watch that Doom 2 tonight. I know that. Unless you're watching Madam Web again. Did you know that the homie J-Fam is on his 3rd viewing of Madam Web? He just takes all his least favorite coworkers to it just to show that he hates them. Oh, okay. I got you, Tundex. I see what you're saying, bro. Julian Phoenix has been a member for the past 9 months. Thank you, my brother. Did you see Madam Web? I did, and it might be the worst movie in existence. It makes Dragon Ball Evolution look like a Tarantino film. Oh, God. Okay, so here's the thing. He said, don't worry, he's going to be on for 5 hours. I'm not going to be on for 5 hours until I kill another bottle of tequila, and we're not doing that tonight. I mean, we'll see. No, we're not going to do that. No promises. I mean, listen, it's been a while since we've done streams, but at the same time, we can't be doing that all the time. But then again, David Big Lad's in the chat. Yo, Madam Web, I'm not going to front you guys. I want to watch Madam Web. I really do. But I'm not going to go to the theaters and pay for it. I'm not going to sail the high seas to watch it. I'm going to wait for it to drop on Netflix. And I think what we need to do is we got to have a movie party. We all have to have a movie party and just watch that movie, because every single person I have seen who's seen the movie, they say it is one of it. They say it's terrible, but at the same time, they're like, I can't believe a movie like this got made. Like, there's my friend, he said there's a scene in the movie with the character where Okay, so let me explain something to you guys in the filmmaking process. There's this thing called ADR, which is basically dialogue replacement that is done after the fact. So let's say, for example, you're filming something on the day, and for whatever reason, you can't hear the dialogue. Like, let's say it's on a very windy day, or the audio is just muffled and it just didn't go through. So what they do is, in post-production, they bring back the actors to come in and basically re-record those lines. More often what they've been doing in situations like this, where they're just making the story up on the fly, is they'll go in and they'll add extra dialogue to make sense of certain scenes. And if you pay attention to some movies, you can really notice it. Like, you can tell that they did not speak that line of dialogue on the day because the mixing is off. It just sounds strange. But most people won't care. But in the case of Madam Web, there's a character who literally, he is speaking, but the audio ain't matching the visual. You know how we always say that the audio was not matching the visual? And this happened in the movie, clear as day. And I was just like, if my friend who's not really big into movies can notice that, what else is going on in this movie? I really want to watch it. I really want to watch it. Yes, and the last time we did watch a cutscene theater, oh God. So you guys remember this. The OGs know. The homie Tundex and I, we were streaming Kingdom Hearts, the 1.5 collection. And for one of the games that was on the Nintendo DS, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, they had a cutscene theater. So instead of remaking the game for the PS3, they took all the story cutscenes from the DS version and they put them on the PS3. So basically, you were just watching cutscenes for a story where a lot of the parts of the story that weren't done in the cutscenes, that were done with like text dialogue boxes, they weren't there. So if you were watching this shit for the first time, you would have no idea of what is going on in this game at all. And they put like screenshots and summaries in between. It was god awful. It was terrible. Like, I remember we were watching that shit, and then I think Tundex fell asleep about halfway through, and I was just sitting here trying to suffer through it. Man, it was not a good look. It was not a good look. But they really tried it. But you know what's funny, speaking about that game? Wow, I just realized we didn't even finish the intro. We didn't even finish the intro, and nobody thought to stop me. Nobody thought to stop me at all, which I appreciate, because that just shows how good we are. But you guys know what it is now. Shout out to the 57 people watching. You guys know the vibe. Hit the like button down below in the video description. You got all the links of interest. You know this. But what is so funny is that the more time that passes, I'm sad that we didn't get another game like 358 by 2 days. The thing about Kingdom Hearts, like I said, another 5 hours. Listen, man, we don't know, but we'll see. I do have a bottle of 1800 tequila. That's irrelevant. The thing about 358 by 2 days is that it's got the perfect template for multiplayer Kingdom Hearts. I don't understand how Square is coming out with these games called Babylon Fall, Foam Stars, and they just never thought to themselves, you know what? Why can't we just do a Kingdom Hearts multiplayer game? A Kingdom Hearts co-op title? Like, bro, you could do this shit in the style of Monster Hunter. Like, is that so difficult? Like, bro, is this rocket science? Is this brain surgery? Huh. Man, what could have been? Honestly, what could have been? Kory Gryffindor, you got Square. I was about to say you got Squares and Share. You got Shares and Square Enix. You sit on the board of directors. Go tell them to make a multiplayer Kingdom Hearts game that don't suck. Come on now. David Big Lad's like, drinks? Hey, relax. Y'all saying Sweeney wasn't enough to carry Madam Web? Listen, I'm surprised Sweeney is able to carry it. Let me not. This is a Christian YouTube stream. But yeah, man. Guzman says there is a multiplayer Kingdom Hearts game, the Canon Mobile Tiles. Boy, if you don't, that's strike one. Dude, yeah, the story of Days was very, very sad. It was very sad, man. By the time we got to the end of the game, that was like the first Kingdom Hearts game where you realize that there's no happy endings, bro. There's no happy endings for a lot of these characters. Bro, ever since that game came out, every game has been fucking depressing. Or at least it's leading towards depression. 358 by 2 days. Birth by Sleep. You know, you can't really count Dream Drop Distance because that was like the prelude to 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 is sad because, you know, it's like this nigga Sora is not here anymore. Which is why I'll always maintain that Kingdom Hearts 2 was the definitive end. Because everybody was happy there. Everybody was happy, bro. Ah, man. Good times, though. I will say this much, though. I feel like if you are a Kingdom Hearts fan and you've been through the shits and you've played all the games across all the systems, you should qualify for some type of a like lifetime discount from Square Enix. Because guys, when you think about it, Square Enix is on some fuck shit. They made people buy separate handhelds and consoles and systems just to play a sliver of the story. You know how fucked up that is? Guys, what do you think about the context of that? Kingdom Hearts 1, 2. All right, PlayStation 2. Chain of Memories. All right, Game Boy Advance. Chain of Memories is technically Kingdom Hearts 2 when you think about it. And then Birth by Sleep. Oh, the PSP 358. Oh, the Nintendo DS. Dream Drop Distance. Oh, the 3DS. Oh, God. They didn't do a Vita game, unfortunately. But if they did, they probably would have put one on there. PS3 got no Kingdom Hearts games outside the relaunches. And then the PS4. Golly, respect for Nomura to want to experiment on all these platforms. Not respect for my parents' bank account. Like, fucking hell, bro. Jesus. But nah, I don't think there's a bigger sin than all of us buying a PS3 in anticipation for Kingdom Hearts 3. That to me was like, if you say that, you don't need to show me your ID at the bar. If you said that you bought a PS3 for Kingdom Hearts 3, man, just come the fuck in. Like, come on now. No revisionist history for Recoded. No, I don't need no Recoded video essays. Y'all better stop. We're not doing this. I might break out the tequila just to be like, no. $5 super chat from Don Otaku. This motherfucking Neo is planning more special streams while he completely forgot we were supposed to do a Scott Pilgrim takes off discussion. Oh yeah, no, we were. We just took it off the menu. You see what I did? It got taken off. No, we ain't doing any more special streams. We gotta do that though, bro. It's just been, bro, every time I try to like orient stuff around getting shit popping, something always happens, whether it's work or I get sick. We had a good run though. From January until then, we were doing weekly streams. We were doing the Kingdom Hearts things. We were doing it, and we're gonna get back at that. Not tomorrow though. Not tomorrow because we gotta put some hours into Rebirth. Kory Griffin knows. He knows. We gotta put some time. But next week we're back with Kingdom Hearts. I just want to get past the first couple chapters of Rebirth, and then we're good. Because I didn't really get a chance to play Rebirth on Monday like that. I put more time into it today, and I'm just like, fuck, I need to play it. But Kory Gryffindor knows. He knows. We getting it done. We not ducking it. I will make it, Neo. No, you will not make that video essay. Listen, your name is Marcus Makes Stuff. You need to make other stuff that's not that. Don't be doing that. Like, streets don't... You know what? Let me not do that. Let me not stifle somebody's creativity, because who knows? This could put him on the path to greatness. And who am I to stop somebody from doing that? Because if I told my young self, if I told him not to make those videos back in the day, bro, where would we be now? Could you guys imagine a world where we didn't make the videos about Cartoon Network sucks and Disney Channel sucks? Like, could you imagine what life would have been like, society, if we didn't make those videos, guys? You know what? I gotta do it. I remember when Neo came up with Backlog. Don't do me like that, Otaku Underground. Listen, we beating games now. The Backlog Brigade lives. We are beating games. Nah, but you know, on some real shit though, and one of you guys brought this up in the comments. I think it might have been Don Otaku. I'm not sure. But feel free, if it wasn't you, Don Otaku, or somebody else. I'm thinking when it starts to dry up in terms of like games we all looking forward to, which I'm gonna keep it a stack. After I beat Rebirth, we going back into Persona 3 Reload, and then we're doing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. After all those games are complete, I'm thinking what we need to do, if possible, we need to do like a book club for video games, where we pick a game a month that we all can play. You know, for some people, it's something brand new. For others, they might be replaying it. And we just play that game throughout the month, and we just speak about that one game. Like, we do a stream. Maybe we get people in the community involved. We can talk about it. I like the idea of that. I think that's very interesting. And I don't think it's too hard if it's just one game a month. Like, you know, if it's one game that's maybe like 15, 20 hours max, and we talk about that, Don talks like, that definitely wasn't me. Yeah, because that's a good idea. Hey, Power Juice Show, what's up, bro? But I think that'd be a great idea. You know, we just get on here, we speak about this game. It could be any game. It don't gotta be a good game. It could be a bad game. It could be something that like we've all been meaning to play, but we didn't. I don't know. I vote for Tales of Arise, your favorite game. Well, I already beat Tales of Arise, so we good. Play Monster Hunter Scrub. Bro, I haven't touched Monster Hunter since like the 3DS, dude. And that's crazy because now Monster Hunter is like at the height of its rise, man. There's no pun intended. That was not meant to be a joke. I just height of his rise right now. But yeah, bro, I would play Monster Hunter, but there's just too much stuff, man. It's but I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking maybe like the summer we can do that. We pick a game a month, we play it. We can all play Devil's Third. Oh God, could you imagine that? I have arrived, but I might have to leave early. I got some cheeks to clap. Hey, listen, you standing on business, bro. You standing on business, bro. I appreciate that. Listen, this man came in to drop a like before he handles business. If that's not love, I don't know what is, man. I found out. Listen, that's beautiful. I love you guys. Oh, we got Cutter Freeman in the chat. Hey, yo, I don't know if you remember me talking about my exam from last stream, but your boy passed. I'm a salary man now. Yo, shout out to the homie Cutter Freeman. I know you were doing something with I want to say psychology, right? You were doing something, I remember. Or was it like behavioral analysis? One of the two things. But yeah, congratulations, my guy. Now you're really going to be a menace to society. Because you're already a menace to society, but now you're going to be a menace to the workforce society. Oh, God, I don't want to hear the stories that this man's about to get into. Oh, God. Dude, Life is Strange True Colors was a great game. I really enjoyed my time playing it. Because I hadn't played a Life is Strange game since the first one. And going into that, I was just like, okay, this is nice. And it was the perfect length, man. It didn't overstay. Honestly, I felt like they could have done more with the story. But it was one of those games that just, it did not overstay its welcome. And that's a good thing, man. We should all play Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. Bro, do you know how... If 50 of us play that game, only 5 of us are going to beat it. And I'm not going to be one of them. Oh, snap. Wait, you driving the Porsche now, Rhino? What? You driving the Porsche? You doing the private flights? Oh, shit. Look at that guy. He dropped them off on the A side. I see you. All I'm hearing is excuses. Listen, can I just have my flowers for once? Can I have my flowers for once? I beat Persona 5 Royal. I beat the game. I did the thing. You guys. Nah, but you know what? It's about like what? We're like 40 minutes into the stream. We're 40 minutes into the stream. We might as well oh God. Cutter Freeman says, oh, I've got to leave my current clinic, so I'm finally making a move with my coworker who's been real handsy with me. Listen, okay, at least now it makes sense. At least now it makes sense, bro. Compared to all the other times where this man was saying like, yo, man, this guy. Listen, it's never a dull moment with Cutter Freeman. But you know what, Cutter Freeman? You know what? I will take a shot to you, my friend. Oh, shit. Long live Kevin Samuel says, take a shot. Listen, we all got to take a shot to Cutter Freeman. I feel like that's fair. Cutter Freeman is an infamous staple in this community, and he just went through a major milestone. Steven says, Neo, your next game has to be Persona 3 Reload so you can tell the mainstream which game is superior. I will play it in due time, but let me at least get through the Persona 5 Royal discussion. Okay, now here's the thing. I'm leaving this up to you, Cutter Freeman. Should we take the shot in celebration of you before or after I talk about Persona 5 Royal? Which one? Y'all are alcoholics. This might be the earliest we've taken a shot into the stream now that I think about it. It took you 4 years to finish Royal. Okay, listen, but you know what? Slow and steady wins the race. Listen, my stroke game crazy. Anyways, as of last night, I platinumed all versions of every Life is Strange. For every Life is Strange. Wait, you've platinumed every single version of every single Life is Strange version for every single game? So this man platinumed the PS3 versions, the PS4 versions, the PS5 versions. Holy shit. If it was on Vita, I bet he platinumed that too. Oh, God. Take the shot. Okay, I will be right back, you guys. Because I left my drinks downstairs. They're not in my room at the moment. But I will be right back. Give me a second. I'll be right back, you guys. Hold up. What's up, bitches, hoes, and non-binary bros? Your boy is back. Back again. Back at it like a crack addict. Tell a friend. All right. What's going on, you guys? How are you? How's everything? How are your kids? How's the stocks? How's all that shit, you guys? I feel like I haven't seen you since I've seen you. Nobody says, let's go. Long steam, baby. Long stream. No, listen. This stream ain't going to be that long. Come on now. We're going to be all right. But we are going to be taking a shot in honor of the homie Cutter Freeman, because as you guys know here, the Ask Neo community, we are a family of degenerates. I think we could all agree about that. In order to be in this little clan of ours, you gotta be some type of fucked up, you know. But if there is one thing, despite how fucked up we all are all here for each other. We celebrate all the victories, no matter how big, no matter how small. Even if it's you getting out of bed earlier in the morning by 5 minutes, you know, you being on time to your job, you know, you cleaning up your room, like whatever it is, bro, big or small, we celebrate all the victories. And the homie Cutter Freeman here has got a big he's got a big career milestone for him. This man, listen, he be talking some crazy games, he be talking some crazy stories, all that stuff, but this man is doing the thing. He's doing the real big thing right there. So we're gonna take a shot tonight in honor of the homie Cutter Freeman. Now what we got here is 1800 tequila. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, but one of my favorite tequilas. I like it. You know, if you go to most liquor stores, you just find 1800 anywhere. So it's like, it's nice, it's good, it's reliable, and for the price, it's not that bad either. Actually, funny story about this bottle. I bought this bottle last Sunday to watch Doom Part 2 with my friends. Yeah. Hey, here we are now. We still got a lot left, thankfully. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pour a shot for the homie Cutter Freeman. And like I said, we doing shots here. We got no chasers, but 1800 goes down pretty smooth. You should have bought Patron. I should have, but you know, your boy wanted some 1800 because normally, because I'll get Patron, I'll get like Terramana, I'll get like a bunch of like random things, but I don't really buy a lot of 1800. And I started buying 1800 and I was like, oh, this is not bad. Bro was the only person in the world that walked out of a Dune Chu showing. Yeah, I know, unfortunately. I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, you guys, you can join us if you want to. If not, it's okay. But we're going to take this shot to toast to the homie Cutter Freeman, my guy Cutter Freeman. He's probably getting blazed out of his mind right now because he said he's going to be taking a shot, doing an edible, and smoking. So he's just going crazy. No liquor, just beer for me tonight. Hey, it is what it is, Marcus. It is what it is, my man, because you still getting lit with us. But yeah, we're going to take this shot in honor of the homie Cutter Freeman. Congratulations, my guy. Keep on growing. And the worst part about Cutter Freeman is you say keep on growing, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm definitely growing some, man. That man, fucking hell. But yeah, 1800 goes down pretty smooth. Rum on the house. Hey, there we go. Yes, thank you, Stephen Kennedy. Okay. $2 super chat from Don Otaku. Don't spoil the royal ending. I haven't finished it. All right, you guys, listen. We got 60 viewers in the chat right now. If you guys haven't hit the like button, hit that like button. It helps out the channel tremendously because we are about to get into this Persona 5 royal discussion. Now, mind you, two things. So I'm actually going to be remaking this whole discussion. I'm going to be doing a standalone video where I talk about my full-on experience with the game in a more digestible format. That's not just us like having fun. So we're going to be doing that discussion later. That video is probably going to go live in a week from now. But for tonight, I just want to talk to you guys about the experience of me playing through Persona 5 Royal. Now, any of you guys who have known me on the channel, you guys know I'm a big Persona fan, right? Big Persona fan. It's been one of the franchises I've been bugging and egging people on for years to play because when I have franchises that affect me so dearly, I want to annoy and bug all my friends to try to play them. And it's great when they have good characters, good writing, good stories, good gameplay, all that jazz. And then you have a game like Persona 5 that comes out and it just checks all the boxes and it's widely accessible and everyone gets a chance to play it. And then that game comes out again. And then that game comes out again for even more people. It's just so friggin' dope, man. It's so friggin' dope. However, when it came to playing Royal, which for those who don't understand, or those who just don't care about Persona 5, you're wondering, like, what's the difference between Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal? Persona 5 Royal, you can kind of consider it like the... how do I say this? The updated Game of the Year edition, if you will. Whereas, you know, you have a lot of Game of the Year editions that come with all the extra content, DLCs, things like that. Persona 5 Royal is essentially that, but quasi remade in a sense, where they went back and they basically fixed a lot of the things that viewers complained about with the original Persona 5. Viewers, games, reviewers, all that stuff. So they tweaked a lot of the things that were in the OG Persona 5 that came out in 2017 when they came out with Persona 5 Royal on the PS4 back in 2020, right? Now, the version that's available now on Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch is that version of the game, okay? So, mind you, I bought the game when it came out day one back in 2020. It was perfect because that was during lockdown season. So it's like, hey, you know, oh, and for those who are wondering, I am not going to discuss any spoilers here tonight in the stream because there are people who are watching the Ask Neo stream who might be playing it right now or who might want to play it. But when I do that video later, we're going to get into spoilers because I'm going to talk a lot about the third semester. Here tonight, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be speaking very broadly about certain things. But if you want to hear the full-on spoiler discussion, I'm going to be having a standalone video coming out where I'll be going in depth on certain things. So that video, those who fear spoilers, you'll know there's going to be spoilers in it. But yeah, so let's rewind back to 2020. This game comes out. I'm so excited to play it because unlike other JRPGs, Persona 5, once I beat the game in 2017, I beat it the month it came out. I didn't touch the game again. I didn't go back for a second playthrough because just the way my life was set up, I was always moving on to like the next game. I wanted to play the next thing and have fun. And Persona 5 was a really, really long JRPG, man. Like most JRPG stories, if you look at them, they're like 40 to 60 hours, depending. Persona 5 Royal, the campaign alone is 100 hours. And that's not counting like the supplemental stuff to 100% it, all the social links, or I'm sorry, the confidants, all those things you do. It was a long game. I think my first playthrough was like, I think 150 something hours, and I still didn't do everything in the game. So when I dove back into Royal, even though it had been 3 years, the game felt familiar. It felt way too familiar. And yes, obviously that's to be expected considering, you know, it's been 3 years. It's still the same game, dude. But it was one of those things where I was playing through the game. I was reacclimating myself to the world, the characters, all that stuff. And one of the worst things about playing an 100-hour story JRPG kicked in. It just took a little too long to get going for me. So for those who know, when it comes to Persona 5, the first 10-ish, 15 hours of the game, you're not really doing too much. You might go through the first dungeon and some other things, but really not a lot of stuff. And that's done by design because it's slowly introducing you to the world, the mechanics, all the systems that are in it. But if you're somebody who just like really wants to get into the story content, Persona games really aren't that, you know, because there is a big emphasis on the simulation aspect of it. It is just as much a simulation game as it is, you know, a JRPG where you're doing all the dungeon crawling stuff. So I was playing through the game, and I remember I got around 30 hours into the story, and I was just like, okay, we're doing good. You know, the game itself is fun, right? Because the original Persona 5 is fun. But I really wasn't noticing too much in terms of like the royal differences. Like, why did we have to go out there and buy a $60 game again when we just had this game? You know, it's one of the situations where it's just like, okay, so I went out and I bought the game again for $60, even more because I got the Phantom Thieves edition. So that's $100. I'm playing through this game that it's for the most part the same outside of a grappling hook, and a lot of this stuff it's the typical JRPG thing amplified by 10. So if a JRPG story is, let's say, 50 hours and the first 5 hours are slow, this game's campaign is 100 hours and the first 10 to 15 hours are slow, right? And again, like I said, this might just be because I'm too familiar with the game, right? For some people who are playing it for the first time, it might not be a big deal for them. But for me, replaying it, I was just like, yeah, this is a lot, bro. So I was playing the game, and you guys might remember this. I was playing the game, and then I had a power outage at my place. It was like a split-second power outage that turned off my PS4. And if anybody knows anything about having a power outage with a PlayStation console, that shit, oh my god, your PlayStation console is so fucking dramatic with when it happens, bro. It's like literally the power goes out. It's just like, how fucking dare you not anticipate for this shit? Where's your power backup battery? Like, oh my god, right? But even more so, I fucked myself royally because Persona 5, even though the game came out in 2017, it's one of the few JRPGs that still didn't have an autosave system. So if you didn't manually save the game, you were fucked. And while we have gotten accustomed to these new generation of consoles having rest modes, they're not a guarantee, because sometimes the rest mode might bug out and you have to reset your entire system. Unfortunately, because I had the power outage and I didn't save, because again, I was so used to putting my console in rest mode, I lost like 10 hours of progress. And 10 hours of progress in Persona 5, it's one of those things where it seems like it's not a lot of content, because it isn't in the grand scheme of things, but it is a lot of content, because that's a lot of story stuff, that's a lot of mundane stuff you have to do over again. It was tedious. So when I lost that 10 hours of content, I was just like, what the fuck? And I wasn't too angry. I mean, yeah, I was angry because I had to replay 10 hours. But I was just like, you know what? Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming out in a couple of days. I'm just going to wait for that game to come out, finish that game, and then I'll go back to Persona 5 Royal when I'm not as angry, if you will. So, Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out. I play through the entirety of the game. I beat it. I put like 40-something hours into it. Loved it. Had a great time. Then after that, I was like, okay, you know what? I am going to go ahead, and before I dive into Persona 5 Royal, let me go and clean up some other JRPGs I was working on. So I fired up Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana, put a lot of time into that one, but then a lot of people kept bugging me. Hey, Neo, you got to go back to Persona 5. You got to go back to Persona 5. You got to go back to Persona 5 Royal. You have to finish it, dude. Because at this point, all my friends were basically done with the game, or they were on the cusp of completing it. And I was like, okay, fine. So I continue playing it. I keep going. And unfortunately, again, I just have terrible luck. Unfortunately, I had a rest mode bug. And I didn't save, and I lost 5 hours of progress. Now, I know a lot of this stuff is self-inflicted. Like, Neo, after that moment, you should learn to save every 2 minutes. And trust me, with this past playthrough of Persona 5 Royal, I was saving every damn minute when I had the opportunity. Every damn minute. When I was putting the console in rest mode, every damn minute. Because I was so traumatized with what happened 4 years ago. And when I lost the progress again, I was just like, you know what? I feel like the universe is telling me not to play Persona 5 right now. And so at that moment, I just kind of got burnt out. Because, I had put like, at this point, 40-50 hours into Persona 5 Royal. I put like 40 hours into Final Fantasy VII Remake. I put like 20-30 hours into Ys 8. And I was like, all right, you know what, dude? I'm just playing too many long-ass JRPGs. And then I started playing Trails of Cold Steel. And I put a lot of time in that. And I was loving it. But I didn't want the feeling of burnout to kick in. So I was just like, yo, I can't do this to myself, because I don't want to play a game when I feel burnt out, because then I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm going to feel like I'm forcing myself to do it. So I just took a break from playing any form of RPG. I was like, no, I'm not going to play any RPGs. I'm going to play like just short, random games that like anything that scratches the itch. And conveniently around that time, I didn't have to worry about not playing any JRPGs, because that was around the time when I got an Xbox One. And I started using that, and I did the 30-day challenge, and then I made a video, and then everything just spiraled out from there. And here we are today. But I always thought to myself, like, listen, I got to go back and I finish Persona 5 Royal, because it's like literally at that point, it was at the end of the year and I didn't do it. And I got so wrapped up with like, doing the Xbox coverage, and then the Xbox Series X came out, and then the PlayStation 5 came out. And then I'm just like so obsessed with those new systems. And that Royal was just like back there. No, that was not intentional shade. That was not intentional shade at the Xbox, bro. It was not. It was just I had other things to focus on. But like the first year of the consoles come out, like content creation is going up like crazy, playing all these other games. I'm not really thinking about Persona 5 Royal. And then in 2022, I was just like, bro, you got to go back and you got to like play through Royal, bro. So then I go back and I get my PS4 save on my PS5, start playing it, and I get about halfway through the game. I do Fataba's Palace. And then at that point, I stopped because they announced the Xbox Series X and the PS5 version of Persona 5. And I was like, well, perfect. I could just go ahead and, start a new playthrough when it comes out on Xbox. So it's going to be on Game Pass and everything. And, I got Game Pass on my PC and my Xbox. So I'll play it on there. Again, stupid of me. I should have just finished my original Persona 5 PS4 save. But, I was like, oh, I want to fit in. And I want to play it at 60 frames, which you don't need in a Persona game. But it's nice. It's a nice aesthetic. And playing it at 4K. Oh, God, it looks so fucking good. So I played it when it came out on the Series X, and again, I got like 20-30 hours in, and then something else came up, and it just wasn't at the forefront of my gaming playthroughs because I had already played through Persona 5. I went through the majority of this content. Nothing new was sticking to me. So I was just like, let me just play other games. And at some point when I literally have nothing to play, I'll play Persona 5 Royal. And then the beginning of 2024 hit. And we start looking at the onslaught of games coming. We had Persona 3 Reload. We had Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. We had Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. All within the first 2 months of the year. And the homie Flame basically called me out. He was just like, bro, what the fuck is going on? You can't sit here and talk about getting hyped to play Persona 3 Reload when you've had Royal sitting on your save files for 4 years and you haven't finished it. So this man basically, he just threw down the gauntlet. He threw down the gauntlet. He was just like, bro, I will pay you to finish this game. And that's what he fucking did. He gifted me the Xbox Series X version because I started on Game Pass and didn't. And I didn't want to refinish it on my PlayStation version because I was just like, I'm already farther here than I was. He was just like, bro, no, finish the fucking game. And I was like, damn it, he's right. I got to do it. So he called me out on stream and I was like, listen, I'm going to finish this damn game. I don't care. Through hell or high water, I'm going to finish this game. Well, originally I tried to finish it in the month of January. That was not happening because that game was so long. And then when I look at my playtime, it was like 120 hours. Oh yeah, I was not finishing that in 2 weeks. But I made it a goal. I said, I'm not going to touch any game in my backlog, any upcoming game. I'm not going to touch anything but this game. The time that I spent, I stopped watching like TV shows. I maximized all the time that I could with the time that I have when I'm not, doing streams or content or just life stuff. And I said, I'm about to finish Persona 5 Royal. And that's a long ass fucking game, bro. It's long. But we got it done, guys. We got it done. We finished the game a few days ago. And actually, I had the bulk of the game finished for like over a week. So technically speaking, I could have finished it like the Monday before Rebirth dropped. But, you get busy and I'm just like, I'm at the final boss anyway. I'll just do that. But we finished it. And man, it was crazy, bro. Because it felt so surreal. Because not only like whenever you guys beat a Persona game, you guys know how it is. You feel as if like your friends are leaving you, even though they're not. It's just like it's the end of the story. It's the end of the chapter. It's the end of the journey. Like you guys were all together for like all of this time. And I remember when I first played Persona 4, it hit really bad. When I played Persona 4 Golden, it fucking destroyed me. And every single time I play a Persona game, it's the exact same feeling. The exact same feeling. No matter if I'm happy or I'm sad or I'm depressed, I just feel like, fuck, I really lived this shit with these guys, bro. And even more so because of the third semester. The third semester is what really kept pushing me through this Persona 5 playthrough. Because here's the thing. I love Persona 5. I will always recommend Persona 5 as a game people play. But upon replaying Persona 5, I started to notice the cracks in the game more so than I did in my first playthrough, especially towards the back half of the game. Like, the first half Persona 5 is so well crafted. The first dungeon, introduction of the characters, oh my god, that stuff is amazing. But once you hit past Futaba's palace, in my opinion, the story really, the pacing goes off the rails. The characters that are introduced, like the new members, like Haru, the stuff going on with her and her dad, and then leading up into the final villain of the base Persona 5, Shido, it just felt like, just fucking wrap it up here, bro. Like, the last third of Persona 5 base game, to me, just felt like, we're kind of running out of steam here. Let's just do this and do that, and yay, we beat the game. Woo! And mind you, still good by RPG standards, right? But when you compare it to like the first half of the game, it's just like, whoa, something definitely took a nosedive. But when you play Persona 5 Royal and you play that third semester, now again, I'm not getting into spoilers, but the third semester of Persona 5 Royal is kind of like them looking at Persona 5, the themes of the game, what it means, the relationships of the characters, the story, and how could we basically make a better ending with a better villain. that is intrinsically tied to all of the things that the main characters are going through, as opposed to the main villain we had at the end of Persona 5, Vanilla. And it fucking slaps, bro. Now, there are some things that aren't perfect about the execution of said things. One involving the new character that's introduced in Persona 5 Royal. But again, that kind of... I can't really... I understand why, but to me, explaining it, it's one of the things where I would have to get into spoilers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of those things where it's just like, this character here, she doesn't play a real big role in Persona 5 until the third semester, but the third semester has a reasoning as to why. So I'm just like, oh, so you know what I'm saying? But again, I don't want to get into the spoilers surrounding it, but the third semester, in terms of the writing, in terms of the characterization, in terms of a lot of the characters having more play, it was phenomenal. Like really, really, really good stuff. In my opinion, the third semester Persona 5 is better than the last half of the entire Persona 5 game. Like, so much better. Like, you really feel that shit, you know? Whereas, after Futaba's Palace, I stopped feeling stuff with the characters. And no disrespect to Haru. Haru's nice and everything. She's like a nice little cinnamon roll. But what exactly did she do here? Like, she didn't really have, like, any type of purpose by comparison. Like, I felt like she served the plot more than anything. And yes, you could say that on some level, a lot of the characters in the game serve the plot. But, like, with her specifically, I was just like, why are you here, bro? You know? Like, your father, your boss there. Like, no, bro. No, we're not doing that. And it was also, in my opinion, the worst palace. But then you get to the third semester, and you're just like, oh, we're back to the characters actually mattering. And, oh, it's not just this one character. It's actually all the other characters, too. Oh, shit, bro. It was great, dude. It felt like it's more than just an epilogue. It's more than an epilogue. I don't want to say it's like an epilogue where it's just like you get to do other stuff. It's like, no, it's its whole separate, like, 15, 20-hour experience. And it's so good, man. Hey, Acebreaker, what's up, bro? This man says he's late like his girl's period. Oh, my God. But, oh, we got Morgana slander in the chat? That's what I'm talking about. Let's slander Morgana. Yes, sir. But, yeah, dude, the third semester... Listen, if you guys are playing Persona 5 Royal, definitely do the third semester. You do have to max out some confidants in order to get to the third semester. Definitely do that. You have to max out... Oh, I don't want to... Damn, because like listen, oh, I can't wait. We gotta do this further discussion because now I'm gonna start saying some stuff. But yeah, dude, it's great. Like, seriously, gourmet stuff. I loved it. It made me going through the worst parts of Persona 5 tolerable because that back half is so good. And it was like less tropey by comparison to like the worst parts about Persona 5. Like Persona 5, I love the characters and the dynamics, but it started to get very formulaic. Like you guys are bringing up in some of the comments, like, oh, Ryuji, like for example, one of my biggest problems with, like, I love the P5 cast, I do, but my biggest problem with some of them is that like they get their development and then they just stop. And then they just become like the butt of jokes. Like, you know, in Persona 4, Yosuke ended up being like the joke character and the butt of jokes. Like, yeah, you know, people took the piss at Kanji and all that stuff, but you know, Yosuke more than anything. Ryuji is basically boneless Yosuke. Like, Ryuji is a dude, he's a bro. We love his story. And then they just make him the butt of jokes and they make him stupid for the sake of being stupid. And Morgana takes the piss out of him and everyone takes the piss out of him. And I'm just like, we're still doing this? We're still doing this 80 hours later? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like those particular aspects, right? But again, when you get to that third semester, shit just becomes very serious. Everything starts focusing up. And man, like just the characterization, dude. Oh, man, like, bro, Akechi, like I liked Akechi in the main Persona 5 story. I did. I thought he was alright. He was not bad. But when you play the third semester, oh my fucking God, dude. And again, Yeah, Akechi catches too many strays. He deserves better. Absolutely. Justice for... Not Akechi. I'm sorry. Ryuji. Ryuji catches too many strays. Akechi went from being like a whatever character in Persona 5 vanilla to being a top 3 character. So fucking good, bro. So good. But dude, I'm telling you, listen, there are some things that happen with Akechi in the 3rd semester where I'm just like, that boy Robbie Damon clocked into work, bro. That man and what he was saying, manifest, yo, oh my god. It was sick. And then, man, Persona 5 Royal's 3rd semester, there's this one particular moment. Oh man, Dakota Freeman just brought it up. There's this one particular moment where you have an interaction with a character, and then the way you present the calling card to that character is one of the most baller shit I've ever seen in a JRPG, man. It was, dude, it was like, this is like some serious, I keep saying this, seriously gourmet shit, bro. Golly, man. So yeah, Persona 5 Royal, it was really good to revisit the game again. I mean, Persona 5, like, me playing that game, it just came at a really good time in my life. I have so many fond memories and attachments to the memories that I shared playing that game and other people, and we were all playing it at the same time. We were in the group chats talking about stuff, and replaying it brought back a lot of those same memories, even if it was from more of a critical point of view towards like the worst parts about the game. But all in all, Persona 5 Royal is still an amazing game with some issues. And that 3rd semester content, like, if Persona 6 is on the level of that 3rd semester in terms of that level of serious storytelling, where more of the characters are involved and the development that you get with that, like, Persona 5 Royal's 3rd semester really reminded me of Persona 3's writing in terms of how serious Persona 3's story was. Persona 4 had a serious story too, but, you know, definitely leaned a little bit more to the goofy side of things. Persona 5 was definitely more, you know, like, even though it had those serious moments, it was still like, you know, like lighthearted and shit. But then the 3rd semester is just like, listen, bro. And then it makes you start questioning some things about the character's motivations. Like, you know, it's like, is this person really wrong? You know, like, it was, God, it was so good. It was so good, man. Man, it was, I can't stop gushing about it, bro. I can't stop gushing about it. Like, it just, like, when we do that spoiler talk, I'll be able to fully speak about it outside of just saying like, wow, it's so good. Wow, it's so great, you guys. But yeah, seriously, Persona 5 Royal, I'm so happy that this chapter is over. Will I ever revisit Persona 5? Honest to God, listen, I really enjoyed the game. You guys know this, but you guys know there's just like some pieces of media where you just have no desire to revisit them, at least not for a very long time. I think Persona 5 is going to be one of those games. Like, I love it. I'll cherish it. I'll always recommend it to people. But do I have any desire to replay it? Not for a very long time, probably a decade, maybe more. Because it's just, I feel like I got everything that I needed out of it, man. And it was great. I feel like I can replay Persona 3 a lot more. And then it'll be interesting when I revisit Persona 4, because, you know, I played Persona 4 Golden. The last time I played that was in 2016. So we're coming up on almost 10 years since I played that game again. So it might be interesting if I revisit that and I feel the same feelings that I felt for my replay of Persona 5 Royal. But before that, we're going to go ahead and dive into Persona 3 Reload. That's the only Persona game that's going to be on my docket. And we will be getting into that after I go through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Rebirth is the only game on my mind, and it's looking like it's another meaty fucking game. Like, I was looking at, like, Jason Schreier, and he said, like, yeah, I put 80 hours into it, and I still have to do a lot of cleanup work. And I'm just like, damn, bro, this is going to be a lot. But I'm excited because a lot of people here in the chat have been playing Reload, and I'm hearing nothing but incredible fucking things, man. And for some people to say that Persona 5 Reload is probably better than Persona 5 Royal, I don't doubt it, because in my opinion, the Persona 3 story is better than Persona 5 story the Persona 3 cast is more varied than Persona 5's cast. So when you put those two together with a remake and the story itself is shorter and more digestible than how long Persona 5's was, yeah, it sounds like the recipe. But now that we've gotten Persona out of the way, guys, it's time to talk about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It is time. Everybody's been bringing it up in the chat. First things first, shout out to the 68 people watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button. Helps out the channel tremendously. And we're going to dive into talking a little bit about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth here. Yeah, so the game came out last Thursday, so we're coming up on the week mark. And yeah, your boy Neo hasn't really gotten a chance to play that because, like I said, the only game I was focused on for the better part of the past 2 months was Persona 5 Royal. And your boy Neo, listen, your boy Neo is a committed man. He's a very faithful man. Your boy Neo does not cheat out in these gaming streets. So when I say I'm a one JRPG kind of guy, that's the time. That's the time that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Like, every woman in my life knows that if I don't cheat playing video games, then I don't cheat on them. That's the mantra of my life. You guys know this. The only thing I will cheat on is saying that we're not going to take another shot when we are going to take another shot here because we got a lot of homies in here tonight. So I'm going to dedicate this second shot of tequila. I am going to dedicate this shot to beating video games, man. This shot is to your boy Neo for beating Persona 5 Royal. It was a long time coming, but like Tales of Arise, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, and we are making headway into all of the things that we say we are doing. We beat Persona 5 Royal, we beat Tales of Arise, we're working on those data battles, we getting shit done over here. We getting shit done. So this shot out here, I dedicate to Persona 5 Royal, I dedicate it to everybody's favorite IHOP manager, and we dedicate it to the true best girl of Persona 5, which is the friends we made along the way. Cheers. All right. Woo. Why did I feel that more on the second shot than the first shot? I don't know. But shout out to everybody's in the chat right now. We got a couple of super chats that are rolling in. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Hold on. We have a $20 super chat coming in from the homie Silverwolf26. We finally talking about the Game of the Year Rebirth. Let's go. We have a $4.99 super chat coming in from Nobody. I have to be honest, the reason I started playing the 7 remake was because I saw Tifa's boobs in Rebirth and I was in. I saw the vision. Listen, I can't fault this man. Why did our viewers go up when I said that? Y'all some horny motherfuckers, but okay. Yo, my man NKDN's in the chat. What up, player? Listen, I respect the vision, bro. But okay, before we get into this talk about Rebirth, before we get into this, I want to hold on. Okay. I just want to talk about video game crushes, right? I want to talk about video game crushes. And Tifa, man, when you talk about everybody's first video game crush, right? To me, I had two of them growing up. I had Tifa and Chun-Li from Street Fighter, bro. But we ain't talking about Street Fighter tonight. We talk about Tifa. Tifa? Bro, I'm sorry. Like, no, I'm not sorry. But Tifa is the perfect video game girl. You just look at her, bro. She's beautiful. She's athletic. She's got a great sense of style. And even more so, with the remake, they somehow took that design and they made that better. They gave Tifa thigh highs, bro. Listen, I don't know what it is about, like, women wearing thigh highs that makes them way more attractive, but it is scientifically proven that it does. You could have a girl send a nude, and I'd be like, all right, it's a nice nude. It's like a 4 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? This is average on a good day. But if she's wearing thigh-high socks or something, bro, it's like, it becomes 10 times better. I don't know the science behind it. Someone's got to break it down in the comment section in a smarter way than I can. But it's true. And that's what they did with the Tifa remake. Now, they probably did that because they wanted to make her look a little less sexual. She's got some thigh-high socks, and she's got like a sports bra on to cover the titties and everything. Because, you know, that's the one thing about Tifa. Her titties are tittying. But inadvertently, that made her look better, bro. It really did. And, you know, you see Tifa now in Rebirth, and it's just like, bro, it's even better. It's fucking even better, bro. Tifa is... Here comes Gabe in the chat saying facts. Yes, yes. Gabe knows. Gabe fucking knows this shit, bro. And it's true. It's true, man. I just like shout out to Tifa. Shout out to Tifa. Shout out to everyone. What up, Neo? Shots. Yeah, we taking shots. We took we took 2 shots. I don't think we'll take more than that. We'll see. Nobody's like, we'll see. But yeah, listen, adding thigh highs was a really big move for that. And I just think it's something that it needs to be appreciated if we are going to talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth in any form of serious discussion. We just have to talk about the character design of Tifa, and we got to break this shit down. That's what we need to do. Oh man, we got some freaks in the chat tonight. Shout out to y'all. $2 super chat from Don Otaku talking about that undercooked $210 remake. Wow. You see, the thing about Don Otaku is that he gonna be hating on this Final Fantasy VII Remake, yet this man is still waiting for Metroid Prime 4. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. This Final Fantasy Remake saga is like almost over, and then this man still ain't got that Metroid Prime 4. That's crazy. Zack Rodriguez, who's been a member for 27 months. Thank you so much, bro. Yo, Chris, I might play the original Final Fantasy VII after Persona 3 Reload. Then Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth after I like it. Also, I asked a girl out at my work today, and we're going out Sunday. Yo, big man Zack Rodriguez. This man making the gains in the fucking gym. This man making the gains in the Persona world. And this man asked the girl out and he's going out Sunday. Listen, I'm telling you, if you play Persona games, listen, I'm not saying that you have a higher chance of getting a date with someone, but it's true, because what Persona teaches you is that if you elevate all of your stats, your charm, you elevate all the other things in life that matter, your guts, your knowledge, you know, all the other things that can push you through, your dexterity, all those stats, and you can persevere through a dungeon, and you could deal with Morgana asking you where his fatty tuna is. If you could deal with Teddy as a character as is, you can do anything in life. Just like this man, Zack Rodriguez. He asked her out. He didn't know if his stats were that high. But you know what? She said, yeah, let's go out. Let's go out. That could be fun. And you know what? He's going to give her the time of her life, man. I don't know what they doing, but I hope they have a great fucking time. And if not, man, you still did the thing and you got a yes, bro. So shout out to you, my man, Zack Rodriguez. We might take a third shot. I don't know. We'll see. But as far as your question about playing the OG Final Fantasy VII after Reload, I think that'd be a nice palate cleanser. You know, I mean, you'll have to stomach the really, really, you know, old dated controls and shit. But the OG Final Fantasy VII is a classic for a reason. It's very good. And honestly, I would recommend that because here's the thing. The thing about Remake and Rebirth and what I find so fascinating about it, it comes from your enjoyment of the original Final Fantasy VII and your understanding of what Final Fantasy VII means to the culture. It's supplemental material like Crisis Core, Advent Children, all those things. And if you play through the 7 remake, a lot of the weird shit that they're doing, it kind of hinges on you having played through 7 in its entirety to know where they're going. So I would definitely recommend you do that. I would definitely do that. Yeah, shout out to Zack Rodriguez. Okay, anyway, getting back on point. Don Otaku hater alert. Yeah, Kory Gryffindor. Listen, Kory Gryffindor. Kory. The thing about Don is that he's still hurting. He's still hurting from the Digimon debacle. That was one of the worst days of Don Otaku's life, man. He still hasn't recovered from that shit. His wife is just like, why doesn't he love me the same way anymore? Well, because he's fighting his demons now. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's talk about Rebirth for a bit. Your boy Neo is on chapter 2 now. He made it to chapter 2. Like I said, I just started putting time in the game, and there's something interesting that I'm noticing about Rebirth, even though I'm very early in. I haven't put that much time in. But you guys know when you play a game and you just know that this is about to be some seriously, I keep saying that, but that's the quote of the night, some seriously gourmet shit. That's how I felt with Rebirth. Every single time I saw a trailer or promo footage, which I was trying to avoid, unless they put it in front of me in like a conference, I wasn't trying to watch it. But I boot up the game, and already I'm taken in from the swelling music and the orchestra, and then the combat system, and just... bro, how many improvements they've already made in the combat system very early on is astonishing to me. You know, because to me, the definitive version of the combat was what we got in the Intergrade, the Yuffie DLC and everything. And right off the rip, you get that shit when you're playing and when you're doing the whole Sephiroth and Cloud thing in the beginning of the prologue, and you're just like, oh damn, I'm seeing the vision here. And mind you, I was playing as like Cloud, who, you know, Cloud, I liked playing as him in the remake, but to me, my favorite character was Tifa in those Fist of Fury, fucking Obelisk the Tormentor at this bitch. And then you play as Sephiroth and the shit that he's able to do. Oh my god. And then the music goes hard. Right? The music goes hard as fuck, which again, that's nothing new for this game. Everybody knows Final Fantasy has got great music, especially the remake. But then it's just it starts hitting. It starts hitting. I'm just like, bro, I'm only in the prologue. And then you finish the prologue, and then now I'm in chapter 2, and now we're doing shit. And now I'm just like, okay. Like, this is that type of game where I know I'm about to be taking my time with it. I do not want to leave this world. I don't want to leave these characters. I want to do fucking everything. And every single thing that I'm seeing of this damn game is so much. It's so much, but in a good way. Like, you guys, listen, you guys know my biggest complaint when it comes to games is just padding for the sake of padding. I mean, even the original remake had a lot of padding. But it's looking like they realized that, okay, we can't do that this time around. We actually have to make the most out of the experience, and we're going to give people shit to do that they want to do. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like, I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed, but at the same time, I'm not. It's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling, bro. But yeah, the next time we do this Ask Neo stream, I'll have way more hours into it because I'm going to go fucking ham tomorrow. And it's just, it's great. But if there's one thing, as much as I like what I'm playing with Rebirth, and I think Rebirth is a phenomenal video game, I ain't go front. This game kind of look a little dookie. This game, regardless of whether you're playing it on graphics or performance mode, I'm looking at this game and I'm thinking to myself, where's the optimization, bro? Because I started playing it on performance mode, and you know, performance mode is what aims for like 60 frames per second, and I'm looking at that shit, and mind you, it might be because I have a 4K OLED TV. But I'm looking at that shit and I'm just like, this looks very muddy, bro. Like, I'm walking through the world and there's a lot of things that are missing textures. And mind you, I'm not the biggest stickler for that. But in 2024, on these new machines, you're looking at this and you're looking at the character models and you're just like, this does not look as good as it could. Especially when you look at games like Horizon, which have released on like the base PS4, and you're just like, wait, that's a PS4 game. Why does it look better than a PS5 game? I'm looking at that and I'm just like, oh man. So, but then I switched to the graphics mode and it's a little better in terms of the image clarity. But I don't think this game looks as good as it could have, and I don't think that's because it's too taxing for the console. I just think that the optimization from Square's front for this game is not the greatest. Final Fantasy 16 had the same problem as well, where that game doesn't even have a graphics or performance mode. It has one mode, have fun, see if you can enjoy it. And similar situations, not as bad as that game in this one. At least this one gives you an option, but that one at least looked a little better. It looked consistently a little more uniform as opposed to this. But yeah, I would definitely say if you're on the fence, wait for a patch. They say they're going to be doing some patches. It does remind me of the Jedi games, Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order. They had the same thing going on. It might just be an Unreal Engine thing. It might be that, because those games are built on Unreal. The new Final Fantasy games are built on Unreal. It could be that. So maybe we do have to wait for a couple of patches. Aiden Wilder in the chat. Hey, Neo, I've been watching your videos on and off since 2011. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. I was 17 when I found your channel. I turned 30 in 2 days from now. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you, Aiden. I appreciate that, my guy. Ooh, and happy early birthday to you, my man. Welcome to the 30 and up crew, bro. Welcome, 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 my friend. Thank you so much for the support, man. I hope you have a great birthday weekend. But yeah, it's dude, it's definitely not the prettiest looking game at times for what it could be. I think Remake looked better in a lot of respects and it was more consistent versus this. But yeah, Rebirth was on, I believe, on Unreal Engine 4. I don't think it's on 5. If it was on 5, I think it would have looked a lot better. How did you enjoy the Maruki Palace boss? Dr. Maruki, that character from a game that I don't know of because I don't want to get into spoilers on things, but that was great. I don't know what game it's from, but that was great. I really enjoyed it. Because there's some people here who don't know what I'm talking about. I don't want to bring that up. Oh, fuck. If this game releases on Series X, that dude would have given glazing out of the world. My dude looks crisp. Nah, fam. Nah. Negative, bro. Because I still, to this day, have not found a Series X game outside of what we got going on with Hellblade 2 that really looks like it utilized the power of the console, bro. Nah, bro. You can't be saying it looks crisp. It doesn't, bro. Like, come on now. We got to be real about life. This is the same... This is the same system that gave us Horizon Forbidden West, and that's a cross-generation game, bro. Like that, nah. It's not a PlayStation versus Xbox thing. It's just an optimization thing. And remember, like I said, there's nothing on the Series X that even comes close to what PlayStation first-party studios do. And this isn't a PlayStation first-party studio title, but still, it's a PS5 exclusive. You would like back in the PS3 days when you had a PS3 exclusive, it infinitely looked better than stuff that was available that was multi-plat and stuff that was exclusive to like other systems. Like exclusives should show off the best performance and capabilities of the platform. Now we're not seeing that. How are we halfway through the PS5 and now we're on 2 discs? Wait, what do you mean in terms of performance? Like in terms of like game sizes? Is that what you mean? Because we have Baldur's Gate 3, I think is going to be like what, 3 discs? 4 discs? I think it's 4 discs on Xbox. Yeah, Donald Otaku. They don't be knowing, my guy. They don't be knowing. Neo ain't a console warrior. I am, though. Yeah, Flame is definitely a console warrior. He goes hard for Warframe. Let's have a mid-off. Which was worse looking? Jedi Survivor or Rebirth Performance Mode? Well, I would say Jedi Survivor performed way worse. If you played that game in the first couple of months, that game was a disaster, bro. That game was literally like me telling people, do not play this. Rebirth's biggest problem is just it doesn't look good. Jedi Survivor had a whole bunch of issues. The frame rate was all over the place. It looked murky. It looked muddy. Like there's no... Listen, and I love that game. Jedi Survivor was my game of the year. But that game, for the first 3-4 months, was not the move, bro. When they patched that game in, I think, September, it was like a totally different experience, dude. Yeah, Baldur's Gate, I believe on the Series X, when they release the physical copy, is going to be like 4 discs. Bro clearly ain't played Redfall. Oh, I played Redfall. Redfall, oh god, I remember me and my boy Deli were playing Redfall for a couple of hours. Dude. I just don't know how they put that game through QA, bro. How did they look at this and be like, yup? But honestly, to me, it felt like they just had to release it. They just said, fuck it. We'll just sweep it under the rug. $4.99 coming in from South Sun. Addressing padding definitely helps that they're adapting the actual game and not the 3-hour prologue that's Midgar that the remake had to adapt. Oh, absolutely, South Sun. Yeah, that's the gist of it. I just wish that remake... I mean, and there's a lot of reasons why remake the development. It was turbulent. I just wish that remake handled it a lot better. Like, I would not mind if remake was a lot shorter of an experience as opposed to doing all that padding. You know, because to me, it felt like almost half of Rebirth was just the padding. But it was so much fun because the gameplay was great that it pushed you through, and then you're like, just, wow, this is a lot of padding. But based off the story that they're trying to tell, you can see why they stopped there. And when they got there, they're just like, we'll save this for the sequel. And then, boom, paradise. But yeah, man, I cannot wait to put more time into it. Are we about to bring the 16 versus 7 Rebirth argument to the stream? Not yet, Kory Gryffindor. There is definitely an argument. There is an argument, and you've seen it on Twitter, where... Are we taking a third shot? David, are we taking a third shot? I don't know. But there is definitely an argument that has been floating around online, which I'm not going to comment on it. I'll wait until I get more time into Rebirth. Where a lot of people, they look at 16, they don't think it's a Final Fantasy game because of, you know, XYZ reason, and they're looking at Rebirth as more of the true Final Fantasy game, even though they're both action-oriented. 7 Rebirth feels more like a Final Fantasy game by comparison. I'm not gonna speak on that shit until I put way more time to Rebirth, but it's definitely a discussion. David's like, yes, we have to. 16 versus Rebirth is the real mid-off. This is coming from Don Otaku. That man right there playing Bayonetta at 360p, but okay. I don't know. We're taking a third shot tonight. I don't even know what to toast to this time. We toasted to Cutter Freeman. We toasted to Neo beating games. Bro, the Moogle's discourse is hilarious. I love that. What I don't get is, why is Final Fantasy 16 better optimized than 7 Rebirth when 7 was the best game? And, you know, well, honestly, I have no idea. I feel like, again, this is like comparing two things that weren't 100% truly optimized, but like, I think what it comes down to is the scale and the scope between the two of them. Final Fantasy 16 is definitely smaller in scale and scope, more linear, less to do than 7 Rebirth. I would say it's probably that. Neo, have you played Future Redeemed yet? I started it. I got halfway through. That is on my list. After I clear through, I think after Rebirth, I'll probably finish Future Redeemed. And before I go back into Persona 3 Reload and do Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I'll play Bayonetta 3 for a third time before I spend $210 on a remake. See, this man, yo, but you'll play that when it comes to the Switch too. That man, Don Otaku's gonna be twerking when this game comes to the Switch too. He gonna be like, yeah, it was a Sony exclusive on Nintendo. That man, we about to see a black man twerk on camera. That's gonna be crazy. Crazy to me. What are your thoughts on Dragon's Dogma 2? It looks fire. It looks incredible, but as much as I love the first Dragon's Dogma, and I do, I'm not going to be getting this game day one, bro, because I wouldn't play it, because I'm still going to be going through Rebirth, and I have all these other games, all these other JRPGs, bro. It's crazy. Toast to video game crushes. Yes, to all the baddies. Thank you to all the game developers for designing them. To Tifa, to Chun-Li, to Yennefer, to Triss, to Bayonetta, to Miranda Lawson, to Takemi. Shit, there's a lot, bro. To Jill. There's a lot, bro. There's a lot, bro. Like there's a lot, bro. There's a lot, dude. There's too many baddies, bro. Too many baddies, bro. But to all the freaking to Marin. Yes, to Chie, she's underage, good sir. To Yukiko, she's underage, good sir. We talk about of age women. Thank you very much. Lulu, to Lulu. Shout out to Lulu, bro. Shout out to all the video game baddies, man. Shout out to you. Oh. All right. Okay. This man said adult Princess Rudo. Holy, bro. That man had to dig into the archives for that. Okay. What are your thoughts on the Yuzu and game preservation situation? Michael Wells has been asking this for a while. Okay, so you guys, if you don't know what's happening right now, Nintendo decided to sue the creators of the Yuzu emulator, which is a popular Nintendo Switch emulator, where, you know, you guys know what emulation is, right? You can emulate a console and you can play all the games via ROMs. And there's always been it's been a slippery slope gray argument when it comes to the use of emulations, because it becomes more of a topic of game preservation. And when you have a lot of these franchises that aren't commercially available anymore and they're not accessible and you can't buy them anywhere and you can't find them, especially games that are like 20, 30, almost 40 years old, how else are you going to access them outside of them being put online via emulation, right? It's always been a gray area, extremely gray area, even though technically, yes, it is deemed as piracy because it is theft, no matter which way you look at it. But in consumers' eyes, it's viewed as acceptable because there is no legal way for this thing to be commercially available. And, you know, there are a lot of pros and cons of this. Now, my viewpoint, how it's always been, as someone who has used emulators in the past, you know, like when I first got on YouTube and I got on the internet, I played a lot of Japanese games with English translation patches via emulators for games that never came out here and still have never come out here. Now, is what I did illegal? Absolutely it is. It is. If it was commercially available, I would have bought it. But regardless, at the end of the day, it is considered illegal. However, it's never been something that's been properly enforced because it's like, okay, you're ending up suing these people, and do you really want to do that? And most companies won't do that. They'll just be like, cease and desist, stop doing this. And for the most part, it'll stop. They'll take down the site or whatever. But, you know, nothing ever goes away on the internet. We know this. But then you have a company like Nintendo. You have a company like Nintendo who's just like, oh, you're using our intellectual property to do what? Oh, nah, nigga, we taking you to court. We suing you and your family for generations. That's the Nintendo way. They recently sued, I think it was like 2-3 years ago, this guy named like something Bowser. It's funny, one of their CEOs is named Bowser, but they sued this guy named like Bowser whatever because he had like a ROM site, and they basically sued this guy, I think for like $2-3 million for hosting all those ROMs. And that's fucking crazy because they basically left this man destitute. But at the end of the day, they're within their complete legal capacity and right to do that. Now, in the case of the Yuzu situation, again, Nintendo went after them specifically because The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was pirated over 1 million times before the game came out, right? Before the game came out, and a lot of people were just like, oh, you know, like Nintendo has no right to do this because, you know, it's an emulator. And if you build an emulator, provided you're not, you know, putting out the ROMs out there for people to download, it's fine. But what ends up happening is whenever you involve currency, whenever there is financial incentive, it becomes a completely different story than just like, oh, we're creating this open source emulator to do something. We're not giving you the option to go and download these games, but we're building this thing to do it. These people at Yuzu were charging for Tears of the Kingdom fixes, patches, something to make the game run better. And there was a whole bunch of other stuff involving the code as well that Nintendo was just like, oh yeah, no, we are not doing this. And they both ended up settling, right? But it's one of those situations where I'm of two mindsets, right? When it comes down to the idea of emulation, I don't necessarily have a problem with an emulation, provided you go and support the product. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there I know who buy Switch games, but they emulate them on their PC because they want better performance and resolution. But you see, the problem that exists is that there's always a slippery slope when it comes to these dudes. Because a lot of these dudes say that, yeah, I go out there and I buy the Nintendo games, right? Most of these motherfuckers don't do that. For all the people out there who say they do buy it and they show their copies, most of these motherfuckers is just stealing that shit. Tears of the Kingdom downloaded 1 million times before the game came out. How many of those people actually bought the game? And I know you're going to say that, well, Neo, this is Nintendo. Those games are going to sell 20 million copies anyway. That's not the fucking point. That's not the fucking point because, yeah, sure, it might be Tears of the Kingdom one day, but it could be another game that doesn't sell. And I'm not saying this as in like, oh, go support the devs, rah, 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 rah. But it's just like, let's be honest about life for a second. These aren't no Super Nintendo titles. This isn't Fire Emblem Genealogy, the Holy War, or whatever the name of the game was, where that game is not accessible and you're playing this on a fucking emulator. We're talking about motherfuckers downloading Switch games. Games that are readily available on store shelves. Digital downloads. And dudes are talking about preservation. Preservation of what, nigga? Like, can you stop this shit for a second? Let's be real about life. If you guys were coming out here and talk about old shit, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah. But man's over here crying, saying like, oh, I'm pirating Nintendo games because they don't put their games on PC. Like, if y'all don't just cut the fucking bullshit, please, bro. Just say y'all are cheap, you don't want to buy the games. Like, I'm tired of these fucking loopholes, mental gymnastics that people are jumping through. Because you go from having a genuine argument of worthy of discussion about game preservation, and then you're turning this out to be like, yeah, I wanted to download Tears of the Kingdom. Shut up, bro. Shut up. It's just fucking ridiculous, man. When I see people come out here saying shit like, you know, Nintendo is anti this and that, and it's because they wanted to fucking download Kirby All-Star Deluxe, you know, whatever, Return to Dreamland. I'm like, fam, if you don't get the fuck want to play Super Mario RPG. Like, oh God. It's ridiculous, bro. You know, and that's the problem. It's always the loudest people at these movements that are ruining everything, because there is a genuine discussion to be had about Nintendo not bringing their games forward. If you are a Fire Emblem fan, I'm sorry, you are fucked, because some of the best Fire Emblem games have never been localized, and a lot of them are not available to commercially purchase. Fire Emblem on the Game Boy Advance, those games, Fire Emblem on the 3DSs, all those games, the 3DS shop is shut down. You're either dealing with the secondhand market or you have to sail the high seas for it. That is something you should be leading with. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, Nintendo is always going to win because that is intellectual property, and regardless of whether or not people think it is morally acceptable, they are still within their legal right. And even someone as me, who is just like, listen, if you can't find it anywhere and you can't support it, do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, that is still considered wrong. It is still considered wrong, and I'm not agreeing with Nintendo about how they go about handling things, but they're within their legal right, and at the end of the day, we don't gotta agree with it. That's just life. I would wish that they brought their stuff forward and made it accessible so people wouldn't have to do that, but unfortunately, there's always going to be a contingency of people that, even if it's commercially available on the Switch, I just spit on my webcam, oh my god. I've never done that before. Holy shit. Even if it's commercially available on the Switch, motherfuckers are still gonna come up with excuses about why they don't want to support it. It went from dumbass shit like, now my webcam is just moving. It went from dumbass shit like, oh, I just want to preserve Nintendo games, and then it's like, oh no, I'm pirating it because it's not on. The goalpost always fucking moves, man, and Neo was legit spitting absolutely. It's just so dumb, bro. It's like people say that, oh, I'm pirating Nintendo games because they don't do this and that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, they don't bring those games forward. Yeah, look at all my ROMs of all these Nintendo games that have come out like 3 weeks in advance. When I saw a motherfucker had the ROM for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 like 2 weeks early, I was like, you motherfuckers are not serious, bro. You guys are out here just doing this shit because you can. It's just ridiculous, man. But that's my whole stance on the situation. Nintendo is within their legal right to do it. I just wish that they would actually do the due diligence to re-release a lot of these games. Because, bro, are you telling me that we would not go out there and... Because the thing about Nintendo is that their lineage, their legacy of their franchises is so vast. And if they just made them commercially acceptable... Listen, we all used to roast Square Enix and Capcom for all the re-releases of Resident Evil and Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. But you know what they did? They preserved the legacy of those games. I used to be one of those people who's just like, why do they fucking keep re-releasing Resident Evil and Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy? Make new games, do new shit. But they made that stuff accessible. You can play Kingdom Hearts 1, a PlayStation 2 game, on the Xbox Series X, a platform that had never had a Kingdom Hearts game until 2019. You can play Final Fantasy 7, a PlayStation 1 game, on the Nintendo Switch. You can play Resident Evil on your iPhone. You can do all those things, and that is awesome. And more of those companies need to be doing stuff like that. Proper remasters, ports, bring games forward. Because it makes it easier, more accessible for us to own these things. Like, dude, if they released all this stuff physically, do you know how many versions of the games I would own? Oh my god, bro. Do you know how many copies of Kingdom Hearts 1 I own? Kingdom Hearts 1 on the PlayStation 2. Kingdom Hearts 1 on the PlayStation 3. Kingdom Hearts 1 on the PlayStation 4. Kingdom Hearts 1 on the Xbox. It's 4 different versions of Kingdom Hearts. Do I need that many? No. But you know what? If they release a native version on the Switch, I'm gonna fucking buy it on there. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it, bro. And you're telling me Nintendo wouldn't make bank by releasing all those old games? It sucks. It really does. But at the end of the day, man, I love seeing people squirm. It's funny. Yeah, dude. Blue Senshi, I thought that the Kingdom Hearts games would have come out on Steam at this point. Considering it has been, like, what, 3 years? And most Epic Games deals are, like, 3 years long. Might have been longer then. And the worst part about these Nintendo remasters is that they're so low effort, too. Nintendo does not even have to... Listen, I'm going to be honest. And I say this all the time. I make fun of Nintendo fans for buying low effort, low energy remasters. If they re-released Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD for $60, you know my dumbass is pre-ordering that day one. You know I'm gonna be the biggest hypocrite. You know this. I don't even care if they re-release Twilight Princess or Wind Waker separately for $40-50. I'm gonna buy that shit, bro. Like, I don't even care. And yes, I would be a part of the problem, but at least I would admit it. Because it's games that are not commercially available for people to buy. I think it's a different thing entirely when you just have to run out and buy the next Pokemon game like you can't breathe anymore. That's different to me. That's different to me. But shout out to the Pokemon fans because I'm in the minority here. You know, my sister, you know what my sister asked me? And I just broke down. She was just like, "So there's a new Pokemon game coming out. Can you describe it to me?" And I was just like, "I'm just happy for the Pokemon fans, bro." And she's like, "I know when you get like that, it means that you have a problem with it, but you just don't want to deal the energy." And I said, yeah, because all these Pokemon games are so low effort, but they sell more and more, and I can't knock it. I'm in the minority if I have a problem with it, so I don't have a problem with it. So listen, congratulations to all the Pokemon fans. Even though y'all complain every single time about the games, congratulations. I love that for you. Yeah, Nintendo was weird, Lapis. They are so weird with their decision making, but evidently they're doing something right with all these other studios and publishers canceling games, laying off people, and just... Guys, isn't it crazy how, like, I don't stream for a month, and I come back and there's, like, 10,000 people laid off at this point? EA canceled a Star Wars game from Respawn. Freaking Time Splitters is done. It's depressing, dude. Skyward Sword HD was a better remake than Last of Us Part 1. Okay, let's not. We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that. Like, objectively, more effort went into that Last of Us project than Skyward Sword. Now, granted, Skyward Sword was not as commercially available compared to Last of Us. They did not need to do Last of Us Part 1 remake. They didn't. But if we're talking about the 2, nah, we ain't doing that, bro. We are not doing that, bro. Yes, they did not need to remake The Last of Us Part 1. But when they did remake it, the effort put into that compared to Skyward Sword, no. We're not rehabilitating that. I love that's the phrase now. Your rehabilitation. Yes, it made the game better, but you know what? Still not worth charging $60, bruh. Nah, this man, listen, and I like Skyward Sword. Listen, I was down in the trenches saying Skyward Sword was one of the better Zelda games, and I got fucking flamed for that shit, bro. I got flamed for that shit. But listen, Don Otaku, if you want to slander The Last of Us Part 1 remake, I will slander that because it should have had the dodge and the prone. I will slander that. But when you bring up Skyward Sword, that's where I draw the line, bro. That's where I draw the line, bro. That's where I draw the line. That's where I'm just like, all right, relax. I'm just like, slow your roll. Yes, The Last of Us Part 1 is a problem. But when you bring up Skyward Sword comparison, I'm like, all right, let's not do that. What's the best Zelda game? Ooh, it's tough, man. Like, my favorite is Wind Waker. I love Wind Waker to death. The best? Link to the Past is pretty good. Ocarina is timeless. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom is really fucking good. But it's a different Zelda game. So I'm hesitant to lump it in with classic Zelda. It's still really fucking good, though. It's like a really fucking good game. Yeah, no, Don Otaku is, he's, you know, he was definitely on the short bus growing up. Not a problem if any of you guys were on the short bus. It's not an issue. But with Don Otaku, he just, you know. Don Otaku is that type of guy where it's like, well, you had to do a group assignment, and they just put him in the group because nobody wanted to be with him. And then you're just like, oh shit. Shout out to Otaku though. That's my man's right there. I actually dropped in on his podcast like last week. They were talking about we talk about like all the just the terrible shit that's been going on in the industry. It's like every week there's something bad. Hey yo, what's up, Flame? How you doing, bro? Oh god, here he goes justifying it. Here he goes. What quality of life features were added to Last of Us Part 1? All the bumpables, chippables, and breakables, man. Listen, we can slander The Last of Us Part 1. Down Otaku, I'm with you every day of the week. We're going to slander that $70 game. But when you bring in Skyward Sword, that's my whole issue, bro. That man said, from 480p to 1080p, I paid 50 and now I paid 60. That's crazy to me. Dude, Kory, you know what the funny thing is, Kory? A lot of people don't realize how unserious Final Fantasy VII is. Like, people always look at Final Fantasy VII and they just think it's just the so like super fucking serious story, and at times it is, but at other times this game is a joke, bro. And that's the best part about it. It's just so wacky and zany and like, I don't know, bro. I think a lot of people looked at Final Fantasy VII Advent Children and looked at how serious that story was. And then they forget that the OG Final Fantasy VII had Cloud in a dress. And everything that happened in like the second half of the game. Like, this game is very goofy. And I love it. Listen, can y'all stop acting like I'm defending The Last of Us Part 1? I am not doing that. I will slander that game. I love the game, but I will slander that remake. But listen, when a Nintendo fan who plays games at 360p 23 FPS variable, like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. All right. Anyways, guys, let's get back to some serious stream questions here. Hey, Neo, do you think Square gave up on Dragon Quest in the West? Like, where is the 110 pixel collection? I need this. Yo, Square is so unserious with Dragon Quest, even though it's one of their biggest franchises. Like, did you guys remember that they announced Dragon Quest 12 years ago and we just ain't heard shit about it? Part of me thinks that they're just letting it cook, you know? And they're doing all the side games to tie people over. But nah, they just... Bro, where is Dragon Quest 8 on the Switch? Where is it? Where is Dragon Quest 8 on the Switch? Can I have that, please? Man, I'm going to go on eBay right now. I'm going to look at the price of Dragon Quest 8 on the 3DS. My 3DS is somewhere around here, I know that, but... Dragon Quest 8 3DS. Oh my god. That thing is going for $80 to $100. Oh my god. Oh god. I don't like this timeline, guys. I don't like this timeline. Oh my god, people are selling the case for $40. Ugh. This is not pleasant, guys. This is not pleasant. I don't like this. I don't like this, guys. $4.99 coming in from nobody. Bro, I saw that in Final Fantasy VII playing through it. It balances tone very well. Yes. Yes, it does, nobody. And I'm happy that a lot of people are re-experiencing that with Final Fantasy VII. I'm really happy. $5 Canadian super chat coming in from Thundery Egg. Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Advent Children warped people's perception on how Cloud is. No, it absolutely did, bro. It absolutely did. A lot of people thought that Cloud was this very, like, moody, unexpressive, very one note type of character. And I'm not going front. I used to be that kind of guy. And then I replayed Final Fantasy VII and I was just like, oh, Cloud is goofy. Like, he's goofy in the sense that, like, he'll just say like he's kind of like he kind of reminds me of like Leon Kennedy in times, where Leon will just say like all this cornball type shit, but you love him for it. Cloud is that type of person, and then Cloud is not afraid to get in a dress. Like I said, Cloud is not afraid to get in a dress. That's what it's all about, bro. So shout out to my man Cloud. Oh, you're gonna see. Oh, speaking of Dune, all right. So we got to talk about Dune. We got to talk about Dune Part 2. No spoilers, my friends. But let's talk about Dune real quick. Okay. So here's the thing. I saw this movie twice. But technically speaking, I only saw it in its entirety once. The first time I saw the movie was last Sunday, not this past Sunday, but last Sunday at the Early Access fan event. I was lucky enough to get tickets to see it like 4 days early in IMAX, and I was very excited for it. I took off work at my side job, and I was like ready. But unfortunately, about an hour and a half through the movie, I had to leave due to an unforeseen circumstance, so I didn't get a chance to finish the film. Which is why, if you guys follow me on social media, you'll realize that I didn't really tweet anything about Dune Part 2 for like a solid week, because I didn't get a chance to see the movie. And I was just so, like, defeated over the fact that I didn't get to see the film. I was just like, I can't fucking believe this. Out of all the movies this would happen, why couldn't this happen during like Madam Web or some shit? Like, it had to happen during Doom Part 2. So, with the way my work schedule is set up, I wouldn't get a chance to see it until the following Monday. So I had to wait a week. But I saw the film yesterday night. My sister, we saw it in IMAX. And y'all gotta fucking see this shit. Like, the first Dune movie, you guys know I loved. I've been gushing about that thing for over 2 years now. Very good movie, especially if you're a fan of sci-fi. We don't really get a lot of really good traditional sci-fi films these days. Like, we get some, but some of them are just like really, really fucking bad and terrible. So a lot of the movies nowadays have kind of pivoted away from that. But, you know, Dune is the originator of a lot of these things, considering, you know, the book came out in the 60s. And I loved everything about this, you know, as someone who has read the book, or at least the first Dune book. I was excited to see them, like, give it a proper adaptation. And I loved it. But it was very much so under the guise of, this is just chapter 1 of this story. There is so much more stuff that is to come. And depending on how they hit the landing for Dune Part 2 will really dictate where this universe goes. Neo, if you're not a fan of the first one, would you think you'd like the second one? Oh, okay, I'm getting to that. The second one has the benefit of it being a sequel. It does already knock out a lot of the stuff already, you know, like the character introductions, the story, the setting, and all that stuff. So this one just gets right into it. This one, compared to the first Dune movie, is definitely more... It's more focused on two characters. Paul Atreides and Chani. Those are the two main characters that you are revolving around in this movie, as opposed to the last one, which had a bigger character roster that you focused on. This one still has a lot of characters, but they don't get nowhere near as much screen time as like Paul Atreides does, and the stuff that happens in this film. But I will say, give the second film a shot if you didn't like the first one, because this one is definitely more about shit happening rather than us setting stuff up. The best way I could describe Dune Part 2 is, it's not Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring to Lord of the Rings The Two Towers. It's Lord of the Rings Extended Edition Fellowship of the Ring, Disc 1 to Disc 2. That's the best way I can describe this story. I know that sounds kind of convoluted, but those who have seen Lord of the Rings knows what I'm talking about. It gets straight into this shit, bro. Everything. So if you love the first movie, you are going to love this movie even more. They take it to some bigger places. If you didn't like the first movie, I would still say give the sequel a shot, because there's a lot more stuff that you probably were anticipating happening in the first movie in this one. It's definitely way better. It has better pacing across the board. It's a 2.5 hour movie, but it flows a lot better than the first one done. The first one definitely has, like, I don't want to say a snail pace, but it takes its time to world build everything. This one, it's like, okay, we already did the world building. We're still going to world build, but we're going to give you all the other stuff because you've established the characters. And because it's done that, it's fucking incredible. It feels like one 5-hour movie. And it's so fucking good, dude. The character performances, the cinematography, the action, the scale, dude. I know it's cliche to say this, but this is the type of shit you go to the cinemas for. The stuff that you're awaiting, the spectacle attached to it. It's great, dude. Like, there's so many iconic moments and things that you look forward to. Right off the rip, the action in the beginning is great. Action in the middle is great. The third act of the movie, oh my God. And I'm not saying this to say that like the first act of the movie is very slow, but the third act of the movie there's just so much shit happening. It's a roller coaster. It's so fucking sick. So much to the point where, this is not a spoiler, but I actually feel like I could have gone for another 30 minutes so they could flesh out a couple of more things in the third act. Because the third act is phenomenal. But I'm just like, me as a fan, because I love this world so much, I was like, no. Please flesh this out with that there, because I want to see more of this. But as it stands, it's great. And it's... Dude, like, I was talking about this with my sister. The thing, and I think the reason why Dune is resonating so much with people nowadays, from a filmmaking point of view, is that it feels like a lived-in world. A lot of these productions we're seeing, a lot of these blockbusters, I'm not going to name no names, but a lot of these blockbusters, a lot of these TV shows, high production values, you can tell that, okay, this is a movie, this is a TV show. What do you mean, Neo? What are you talking about? You could tell that, like, this person's wearing a costume. You could tell that this person is wearing a wig. You could tell that, okay, none of this shit is real. Which, again, it sounds very strange. But when you watch something like Lord of the Rings, when you watch something like Dune, it feels like what they've crafted is a world where all these characters have existed for a very long time. And we have the privilege to enter this world and experience those stories for a brief amount of time. But it feels like it's real. If that makes sense. I think you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that. Like, this feels like, okay, everybody was on the same page from a filmmaking standpoint. The costume designers, the set designers, hair and makeup, all that stuff. It feels like, okay, these characters are actually here, and it's not just, oh, that's Timothy Chalamet, that's Dave Bautista, that's Stellan Skarsgård, that's Javier Bardem. And one last thing I will say is, if you can, see Dune Part 2 on the biggest screen possible. If you have a legitimate IMAX screen near you, if you have Dolby Cinema near you, see it in those. See it on the biggest screen with the best sound possible. This is one of the movies that deserves the premium, large format ticket price. Trust me on this, please. There are so many scenes in this movie that are just like wall to wall, like earth shattering. The sound design is incredible. And it's just, there's like some scenes in the movie that I can't talk about because of spoilers, but there's one scene in particular that a character says something. And if guys here who have seen the movie, you guys know the scene I'm talking about. Don't say it, even though they did spoil it in a trailer, but you guys know the scene. There's one scene where the character says one word, and it's just like, like, Jesus fucking Christ. But they did a lot. And as someone who has read the first Dune book, I have it back. Guys, you can't really see it, but it's like, well, there's my Xbox controller. There's the Dune book right there. I love it because it has the pages are in blue. It's awesome. There's still a lot of stuff that they cut from the books. It's crazy, man. But they still managed to make it work with the story that they're trying to tell. And it's fucking amazing because it's something that, as a book fan, I love it and I appreciate it as an adaptation. And as a film fan, I love it even more because of what they were able to pull off. And the third movie is going to be adapting Dune Messiah. I'm really excited to see how Denis covers that. And dude, Denis Villeneuve, can we talk about this man's track record at the moment for sci-fi? Not just sci-fi, but his track record in general has been fucking fantastic, dude. Like, just in the past decade alone, Prisoners, Sicario, Arrival, Blade Runner 2049, Dune, Dune Part 2, and he has Dune Messiah on the docket and a couple of other films he wants to do. And the thing that pains me the most is Dune Messiah is not going to be his next project. He says he wants to do another movie in between, but he's writing the script now, and he wants to make sure that he gets Dune Messiah right. Guys, can we just talk about how committed of a director that is? That instead of being like, okay, I'll do the next movie immediately, this man is just like, listen, I need a break. I need to do something else. And then when I figured out how I want to tell this story, I will tell this story. So for us, probably 2028, if I'm being optimistic, because let's say optimistically he puts out a new movie in 2026, and in 2 years, 2028. But dude, he's one of the best directors working today. Like, if you guys have not seen... Okay, so a lot of the stuff that he's done in the past couple years has been sci-fi. But I implore you guys to watch Prisoners. I just watched Prisoners for the first time last year, or 2 years ago, because one of my subscribers was bugging me about it. You gotta watch this movie, you gotta watch this movie. And I was like, okay, fine. Guys, trust me. Prisoners is one of the best thriller movies in the past 20 years. It is so fucking good. It is so underrated. It stars Hugh Jackman. It stars Jake Gyllenhaal. Viola Davis is in it. David Desmalchin is in it. It is phenomenal. It is so good. I don't know if it's still streaming on Netflix. But let me see. Unfortunately, it's not anymore. It was streaming, but it's yeah, you'll have to like rent it from like Google Play Movies or Amazon Prime or something like that. You could rent it for like $3. It's available to buy for $10. I don't know if it's available on... I would think that because Denis is so good now, they would like re-release it on 4K or something, but they haven't. But it's definitely a movie that is worth owning on Blu-ray. And honestly, like, I still haven't bought it on Blu-ray, but I'm going to do that right now. I'm definitely going to do that right now. Hold on. Here we go. Prisoners. Cease is not available on Blu-ray. Watch. You know what's funny thing? I'll buy it now and watch it immediately becomes available on 4K. But it's $13 on Amazon right now if you want to own it, physical copies. But I'm gonna buy it right now, live on stream. Okay. I just ordered it. It will be here on Saturday. I'm trying to show you guys without trying to show it without like showing like my address and shit. Well, yeah, if you can see it on the main page right there. Purchased March 5th. So yeah. So yeah, I'll have that in the collection. $13. Can't go wrong with that. But yeah, dude is suffering from success. He made a lot of great movies. And we have a lot of people in here who have watched Dune, which is awesome. And yeah, I've already pre-ordered. This is the first time I've ever pre-ordered a movie when the listing went live. I pre-ordered the Dune 2 Steelbook on Walmart. I think it was like 30 something bucks. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. Like literally, I need to own that Steelbook. But he's put out bangers. Like, honestly, him and Christopher Nolan are my favorite big budget blockbuster directors working today. Because when you look, like, outside of a James Cameron, when you look at their output in terms of quality, and when you look at the stories that they're able to tell, they're not franchises per se. Like, yes, Nolan did the Batman movies, and Denny did a sequel to Blade Runner that became a franchise, and now Dune is a franchise, but they're still unique original films to the creators. You don't really see that a lot, man. And their unique style, their vision is there with like a $150, $200 million budget. It's awesome, dude. Can you explain the difference between streaming and watching on Blu-ray? Oh yeah, absolutely. So obviously, you know, when you're streaming it, you have immediate access to it. If you're watching on a streaming service like Netflix or Amazon or Hulu, things like that, you're streaming the film in whatever quality you bought. Like, sometimes they give it to you in 4K. Most of the time it's in 1080p HD. And for the mass majority of people, general public, that quality is fine. However, if you are somebody who prefers film in its true quality, you want to own a physical copy of it, because the physical copy, as it's mastered, if it's done correctly, has the best video and it has the best sound quality. And especially nowadays, as we are in the 4K era, with the quality of these films, the best way is owning it physically, because the difference between the two is insane. And it has to do with like bit rate, it has to do with encoding and all that stuff. But I implore you, like, the first movie that I owned in my collection that I really fucking noticed it was when I was streaming Mission Impossible Fallout. I remember I was cooking dinner and I streamed it. I was like, yeah, you know, I'll stream it while I'm cooking dinner and then I'll finish it when I get back to my room. I got back to my room and I remember I was just like, all right, you know what? I'm back in my room. Let me put in my Blu-ray copy. I had the 4K Blu-ray. Dude, it was a night and day fucking difference. It was a night and day fucking difference in terms of clarity, man. It's beautiful, bro. Yeah, there's some other really good directors too. Like Matt Reeves is great. James Mangold, when he's not doing the last Indiana Jones movie, he's awesome too. I have not played the Unicorn Overload demo. Like I said, the only thing I've been focusing on is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Not Rebirth. Well, now it's Rebirth, but before it was Persona 5 Royal. Yeah, that's the thing, Don Otaku. For most people out there, if they don't really care about it, I can't recommend them they go out there and buy a dedicated 4K Blu-ray player on their TV. But I always say, if you are an aficionado and you like getting the best quality out of everything, then I do recommend buying one. Because it's one of those things where when you notice it, and if you're a real stickler about that stuff, it makes a difference. But if you're someone that doesn't really care much, yeah, stream it. Enjoy the movie. Support it whichever way you want. Any interest in Dune Awakening? I did see the trailer of it, but honestly, it's not really, because you guys know me. Like, I'm not really an online type of gamer. I don't really do MMOs. I don't really do survival games. Like, the most amount of time I put into an MMO was Final Fantasy 14. Oh, I put hundreds of hours into that. I had a lot of fun, but it's just like, with the time that I have, I like to focus it on just like the games that I could finish. And I would love to be in a situation where I could play an ongoing game and play a single player title. But now I just have to choose between one or the other. Oh, you saw Prisoners in Theater, Pierre? Oh, so you the OG, you the originator. You've been preaching the gospel since before all of us. Shout out to you, bro. Did you know there was a long history of Dune games? Yo, it's so fucking crazy. Dude, the crazy thing about Dune is that even though it's like, Dune has been around since the 1960s. They've been trying to make this shit like a real big franchise for the longest time. We had like the 84 movie. We had like the TV shit happen in the early 2000s. And now the movies and stuff. They've been trying to make this shit go. Like, go big. Six Flags. If you had to recommend one format for Dune 2, would it be IMAX or Dolby? And where do you prefer to sit? I've heard IMAX as centered as possible is best. Okay, here's the thing. So my preferred format when it comes to watching movies is Dolby Cinema. And I'll tell you the reason why. Dolby Cinema, even though I love IMAX, and I'm very fortunate that I live in my city we have a really big IMAX screen. And, you know, if I drive into New York City, I have an IMAX screen that's huge, that's bigger, and it does 70 millimeter. I always recommend Dolby Cinema over IMAX for one particular reason. Dolby Cinema is standardized across the board. So if you go into a Dolby Cinema theater, everything is precisely tuned and formatted in a way that you're getting the same sound, you're getting the same picture quality, the same screen size, all of that. With IMAX, unfortunately, it is not the same experience across the board. Battlefield Joe Guzman, he's here. He can explain this to it. He can understand. He knows because he's been to the same theater I have. If you go to a legitimate IMAX screen, you are looking at a stadium size screen. I'm talking about something that is wall to wall, that is 70 feet tall. 70 feet tall, you guys. A legitimate IMAX screen. You watch a movie like The Dark Knight or Oppenheimer or Dune on that thing, you're just like, what the fuck? That is so worth $20. Unfortunately, a lot of IMAX screens, Fuzzy Belvedere, what's up, my brother? Unfortunately, a lot of IMAX screens, IMAX is kind of like a general term for bigger screen size. So if, like, let's say, for example, my theater screen size, let's say it's like 30 feet tall. If I meet the minimum IMAX dimensions of, like, let's say 40 feet tall, I can sell it as IMAX. But that's not true IMAX to the people who have seen it in IMAX theaters. So it becomes a phrase where it's like people are like Limax. Like Limax is a thing because I'm spending this money to get a premium large format experience, and it's really not that much better. Like I've been in IMAX theaters, like for example, like you know, in like one of the towns over, that's IMAX, and the screen is barely bigger than the standard one. It's a ripoff, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I prefer Dolby Cinema, because across the board, Dolby Cinema, you're going to get the great experience. But if you have a true IMAX screen, and I think in the United States, there's like, I think 10 of them. There's one in AMC 34th Street. There's one in like, I think Connecticut, Los Angeles, things like that. You can look it up and you can find it. It's fucking life-changing. It really is. It's so worth it. But if you don't have that nearby, go for Dolby Cinema in AMC, because you are going to get a way better experience across the board. And when it comes to seating, I prefer to sit at the middle if possible, or near center. One of the benefits of Dolby Cinema is that, like, kind of regardless of where you sit, you're getting a good experience. With IMAX, you definitely do want to get something that's like a little further up and something that's like in the middle. Because if you sit at the very front of a true IMAX screen, you're just gonna be like, you know. But there are some downsides of going with Dolby versus IMAX. So the thing with IMAX, if you have a director like Christopher Nolan or Denis Villeneuve, who, like, let's say for example they shoot certain things in IMAX, you get the increased aspect ratio. The best way I could describe this is if any of you guys have seen The Dark Knight, you know how when you're watching The Dark Knight, how the aspect ratio switches from, like, you have the standard black bars, then it goes like this, and you see more screen real estate. That's the IMAX version. And if you're watching it on a bigger screen, it fills the whole screen up. Dolby Cinema doesn't do that, which is not a problem for most movies out there, because most directors do not shoot on IMAX. Like every now and then there'll be like some scenes that are specially formatted for IMAX, but if it's not filmed for IMAX, then I don't really fuck with it. If it's filmed for IMAX, yes. Specially formatted? No, don't do that. Hey, Neo, longtime sub here from the Storm 2 days. Glad to see you live again, bro. Oh, thank you, George. Appreciate that. We're getting a lot of the OGs popping in tonight. Appreciate it. Oh, we got my brother Blaze 4K in the chat. Blaze, my brother, what's up, bro? Blaze, my guy, I got a question for you, man. I got a question for you, bro. Streets been talking about you, my brother. Streets been talking about you, bro. And I've been hearing that shit And I don't know, man. They be saying some shit about my homie Blaze, and I can't, in good conscience, sit here and tolerate that slander. They was saying that my homie Blaze was doing some suspect stuff on Helldivers. And I heard that. I saw those comments, and I was just like, get the fuck out of here. That's not my homie Blaze. Not my homie Blaze. So, Blaze, can you set the record straight to all those people out there who be saying you be doing some CHEATING on that Helldivers, bro? They've been saying some wild shit about you, fam. Damn, we went into a whole cinema talk. I love it. $4.99 super chat from South Sun. Makes it harder to get physical media. I'm still devastated about Best Buy. Yeah, dude, the thing about physical media nowadays for movies, guys, is unfortunately it is becoming an aficionado thing where you really have to be in deep with this shit. You got to be online when the stuff is posted. You got to know the retailers where this stuff is coming out. You know, Walmart is looking like it's going to be the best bet at the moment because they're getting a lot of steelbooks, like the Oppenheimer steelbook is on there. I just bought it, the Doom Part 2 one. But Best Buy not carrying physical media is a huge blow to the general consumer because I used to buy almost all my physical media from there, and now it's not available anymore. So it sucks, but you know, we just got to do what we got to do to support the things that we love, guys. $2 super chat from Julian Phoenix. Hot take: the live action Netflix Avatar is good. I've heard some people enjoy it, man. It's one of those things where I could spend the time watching it, but I'd rather spend that time doing other things I know I'm going to enjoy more. You know what I'm saying? Because I've already seen Avatar The Last Airbender in its entirety multiple times. I don't necessarily need to see it again unless I take a chance on something and it ends up being decent. Like I took a chance on the Netflix One Piece thing and it was actually decent. But now I'm in that mindset where it's just like, I can't do that for everything. I want to spend the time doing other stuff. Blaze says they hate me because I hit max level before anyone. Yeah, Blaze, I saw them talking that talk on Weapon Wheel, bro. And I was just like, not my homie Blaze. Not my homie Blaze. Not my good brother. But yeah, you know, some people are enjoying that live action Netflix Avatar, and I'm happy for them, bro. But I just, I got other things to watch. Did you see Infinity War in true IMAX? Infinity War... No. Infinity War and Endgame, I didn't get a chance to. I saw them both in Dolby. And I didn't get a chance to, I think because all my IMAX screenings were sold out for the times that I wanted to go. But I'm not really a big stickler about seeing like the Marvel movies in true IMAX, even though those two films were shot 100% in IMAX. I was just like, they're the ones that got away from me. Like, damn it, I should have done that. But after that, I made it a point is where if they had a Marvel movie that had substantial scenes in IMAX, I saw them in IMAX. Unless they were like fucking Ant-Man or Thor. I was not wasting extra money on that. I went to a regular 2D showing. I went to a regular fucking 2D showing, you guys. Neo, what's your opinion on Gravity Rush 2 Remaster? Oh yeah, there was like a thing that came out saying that Gravity Rush 2 is apparently about to be remastered for PlayStation 5 and PC. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I hope you motherfuckers buy it this time. That's all I'm saying, because I've heard a lot of people crying about Japan Studios. I asked them, like, did you buy Gravity Rush 1 and 2? No. Okay, stop crying. You know what I'm saying? Because I bought Gravity Rush 1, 2, and The Last Guardian. You know what I'm saying? So these people acting different. But in hindsight, I mean, here's the thing. The thing about Gravity Rush is they're making a movie, and I thought it'd be very weird for them not to do a new Gravity Rush game. But it's so weird to me. It's like, why do you really need to remaster Gravity Rush 2? Like, what about Gravity Rush 2 needs to be remastered? I don't understand that. Now, I know it's just because they want to re-release it and time it with the movie, but that's so weird. It's like, hey, here's the Gravity Rush movie. Hey, you want to play Gravity Rush 2? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why don't you just make a new game? I don't understand. They're probably just doing it like to test the waters and the sales and all that shit. But I feel like Gravity Rush is one of those things that can really thrive if you had an anime. And look, Positive Gamer just said if you had an anime, or you just put out a new game. Like, I don't think the streets need a Gravity Rush movie, bro. Like, just make an anime, put that shit on Netflix, get people excited for it. What about Gravity Rush 1? Ain't that the question of the day, Flame? But guys, we're going to dedicate this 4th shot to cinema. To cinema, Doom Part 2, and Denis Villeneuve. Shout out. Hey, take care, Zack Rodriguez. And you let us know next week how that date went, my brother. You let us know, bro. What do you think about that? What did he say? Kory's comment. Where'd it go? You ever heard of the new Versus 13 game called Ray Natus? Yeah, bro. I remember I was like, what's the big deal about this shit? And people said it's like, it looks like Versus 13, bro. And I was like, oh shit. And I saw it. It looks kind of nice, man. I'm gonna see what it's hitting for. Bro. Yeah, I mean, to do a performance boost, I mean, there you go. That's one way to re-release it. But damn, spending $60 whole on it, I don't know about that. But shout out to the 68 people watching. Yo, if there's one thing that I've learned about these Ask Neo streams, we keep the viewer retention high for 2.5 hours. Shout out to you guys. What are you guys doing right now? Like, I'm just very curious. Like, what are you guys doing? Are you guys playing a game? You at work? You cooking dinner? You in the shower? Like, what are y'all up to? I'm streaming. I'm just looking at a computer scene, talking to you guys, keeping y'all entertained. Where the fuck is that Kingdom Hearts 3 PS5 upgrade? Bro, I don't know. Why are they just ignoring Kingdom Hearts 3? Like, they just don't want to talk about it. They just released Remind, and they're just like, that's it. We're not talking about this shit anymore. Oh, Helldivers 2? Nice. Studying at the moment. Nice. Honestly, guys, I'm the type of person when I study for shit, I have to turn everything off. I can't have a podcast. I can't do anything. I can do homework and have like a podcast, but I cannot study. I need to just sit there and just absorb everything, bro. Playing video games. I'm playing as Yang Yan Infinite Wealth. Oh, you a sick individual for that, Flame. March 28th, hopefully Kingdom Hearts 4 news. Why do people keep bringing up March 28th? Is that because it's... Oh, I know why. Okay, I got it. I was about to say, like, why March 28th? And I was like, I got it. It took me a while after 4 shots, but I got it. Wasting time before I go get a haircut. Ooh, Maddie, what kind of haircut you getting, bro? I know you about to look fucking sleek. Yo, I keep remembering me and this fucking guy, Maddie. We go way fucking back. I remember, like, I posted on my Facebook fan page years ago that I don't update, but I still get people following. I remember I posted way back, like, hey guys, I bought this game, Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Anybody play it? And then Maddie was one of the only people that commented saying, yeah, I played that game. It was fun, bro. And I was like, oh shit, word? And then we became friends. I was like, it's crazy. Yes, Kory, I know it was the anniversary. Leave me alone, Kory. Like, it took me 4 shots, dude. Don't call me a noob. I am a noob, but don't call me it. No. Do not ever put me in the same category as that heathen. Kory, don't do that. Kory, Kory, that was after 4 shots. I was like, why March 28th? Don Otaku, that's him sober, bro. Don't, Kory, that's disrespectful. I'd rather you call me a mayo eater than you ever. No, just that's like the meanest thing you ever said to me. Neo, I finished Persona 3 Reload. I played the FES version before, but I think Persona 3 might be better than 4 or 5 with the quality of life improvements. Bro, Black Dragon, everybody is saying that, dude. I'm not going front. Flame is in the chat. But, like, if I say this, Flame is never going to let me live it down. Oh, my man's about to order a pizza and watch Doom Part 1. Yo, dude, Marcus. So, you guys know me. When I'm in the gym, I listen to trailers, right? I watch movie trailers in the gym. I just listen to it because I like it. It's just hype. It's hype. 2.5 minutes of hype. I watched the Dune Part 1 trailer I had never watched before, which was like the first teaser. I think it was the first teaser trailer. The one that's 3 minutes long that has the song with the vocals playing. I'd never watched that trailer before because, you know, I don't really like to watch trailers like that anymore. I watch one trailer and that's it. But I watched that trailer and I was just like, yo, this fucking shit slaps, bro. I need to rewatch Dune 1. Honestly, bro, I need to rewatch Dune 1, and I want to rewatch Dune 2 next week. I might do it. I might fucking do it. But, now, what pizza you getting? From where? Where you getting the pizza from? Yo, trailer music is hype. Dude, I'm telling you, trailer music will get you through PRs. The amount of Marvel trailers I've watched, the movie's not good, but I loved the Matrix, Resurrection trailers with the song. Oh, that shit was good. I've been watching a lot of like random trailers, like James Bond trailers, the Sherlock Holmes trailers, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance trailers, the fucking Metal Gear, the 9-minute Metal Gear Solid 5 trailer, all the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers. Shit, what else, bro? I watch a lot of fucking movie trailers in the gym because that's like my pre-workout music when I get there. Because I'll always switch and I have like certain music that I listen to when I walk into the gym. Like certain trailers that I play. Like I had a phase where every single time I walked into the gym, I would listen to the second Captain America Winter Soldier trailer. Just because I liked the amping up. Age of Ultron trailer. Shit, bro. The Shang-Chi trailer. Oh, God, that first trailer was so good. The first both Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania trailers were good. The Versus 13 trailers, the OG one from 06, the one from 2011, the one from 2013 when they re-revealed it. Dude, the Amazing Spider-Man trailers, yes. Yes, dude. Yo, my dominoes be slapping, bro. My dominoes be slapping. I don't care what people say, like, ew, domino. Listen, my dominoes be hitting. But one thing that sucks about Domino's, and this is what pisses me off, the pan pizza is no longer on the $6.99 deals, which I hate. Why would they do that to me specifically? The pan pizza is now $3 extra. We used to be a culture. We used to be a society, a proper society. Dude, the Andor trailer, Gabe. Oh my God, the Andor trailer. Dude, are you a fish or are you a thief? Just the build-up of that. Oh shit, bro. I'm tired of running. When he's out, oh my God. Dude, the Persona 5 trailer, the first one where we saw a look at the characters and everything, where it had the instrumental version of Wake Up, Get Out There. Oh, Gilbert Remigo. I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry, my brother. Gilbert Remind. That's your name. Gilbert Remind with a $1.99 super chat. I just bought Dune Part 2 70mm for tomorrow. Oh, my man's about to experience peak. Shout out to Gilbert for his $1.99 super chat. His first super chat on the live stream. And he's about to witness peak. Gilbert, we're taking a shot for you, bro. Taking a shot for you. Bro. No, the second Andor trailer is so good. Where it's just like... And then you just see the fucking Star Destroyer in the sky. Oh my God. Dude. Oh, physical media lovers. We just got news today. Andor is coming to 4K Blu-ray this April. Andor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Moon Knight are all coming to 4K Blu-ray. The only thing I'm buying is Andor. I'll probably get Obi-Wan Kenobi when it's like cheap because I did like the last episode. Falcon and Winter Soldier, Moon Knight, I'm not bothering with. But definitely Andor. Definitely Andor is fucking cinema. Dominoes be hitting when you're stoned. Hey, listen, Curly Smoke know it. Because his name is Curly Smoke. Getting chain pizza when you live in New York is blasphemous. But, I mean, that's the thing, bro. Like, if you live in the city, you have access to more pizza spots. But a lot of pizza spots ain't open 24 hours. That's the thing a lot of people don't realize. You know what I'm saying? It's like 10:36 right now. Can I just buy the last episode of Kenobi on Blu-ray? No, you have to buy everything else. You got to buy the giant like disguise episode. Like, you got to buy that. You're stoned? I got weed downstairs. I'm not stoned though. I'm just getting litty. I'm getting litty with the crew right now. How do we keep gaining viewers? That's just crazy to me, but shout out to y'all. But here's the thing. Yo, pan pizza, listen, when you get Domino's, pan pizza is the only thing you can get. You can't. Why are my ears so red? I've noticed my ears always get red when I'm drunk. And someone smarter than me will be like, well, actually, Neo, it's because of this and your body heat, your temperature. And I'm just like, you right, nigga. You right. Hey, Stagger, what's up, my guy? Stagger, we chilling. We getting lit. This is the Ask Neo stream. We don't got any music going. We got to play some vibes. We were playing some, like, Persona lo-fi music. Let's play the Zelda and Chill trilogy. Let's do that. Let's do that for the homies. Homies over hoes. Homies over. Absolutely homies over hoes. Who's the worst social link for you in all the Persona games? Okay, I'll tell you the one I did not like doing, but I just did it because I like maxing out social links. Okay, wait a minute. Jason's not here, but I have to do this. Okay, we're taking this shot. Fuck it. We're not toasting anything, but I have to say it. Flame, are you here? Flame, I need you on this. It's like at the end of Iron Man 2. I need a partner on this. Flame, I need you on here. Flame, it's time. Flame, it's time. It's time. We're doing it. We are fucking doing it. We're doing it. Here we go. We're doing this. We're doing this. I almost took off my shirt for a second for no reason. We're doing this. Yo. Can we talk about this fuckboy Mishima from Persona 5? Can we talk about this dude for a second? All right. Okay. So, what exactly does this man do? Why is he here? Why do they spend so much time having us hang out with this dude? And at some points, it feels like it's obligatory. You have this dude out here who knows that we're the Phantom Thieves. And he's over here like, listen, I'm your biggest fan. I'm gonna do this. He acting like Tony was to BG and Kofi. Like, he acting like that. Like, I'm your biggest fan, this and that. I got a text from my sister. It's a tweet. We tweet funny stuff. But we're talking about this dude Mishima, right? We're talking about this dude. He's like, oh my God, I love the Phantom Thieves. I love this. I'm gonna build y'all a website. I'm gonna build y'all a website and spread your good news, and I'm gonna monitor it. This dude is a glorified Discord moderator. That's what he is. He's moderating this shit, and he's taking all those comments to heart. And I'm just looking at this man. And you know how, like, when Mishima texts you, first off, you know how, listen, what we need to do as a society is we got to stop normalizing giving our numbers to people. If they gave me an option to not give this dude my number, I would have done that. Because giving this dude my number has caused irreparable damage to my psyche. Because he be texting me the dumbest shit. This man is just like, I had a terrible day. And I'm like, what's up, dude? What's wrong? Because, you know, I'm a good person. He's just like, I was looking at the fan site. And I was like, oh, this fucking guy. You know, you just got to tell people to get off the fucking internet. I need to tell that shit to Mishima all the time. This dude is literally glued to the phone. He be like this. That man can't even brush his teeth. He be looking at this in the fan site and the approval ratings. And I'm just like, oh my God, get a life, dude. Seriously. And he's just looking at this shit. And every time the Phantom Thieves does something, he's just like, yeah, the Phantom Thieves, bro. And I'm just like, bro, the dick eating. The dick eating is crazy. The glazing, you would think that this was like the glaziest Krispy Kreme donut you have ever seen. Because, oh my God, this dude's dick eating is crazy. It's like, bro seriously thinks he's on the team. Bro seriously thinks he's on the team. For 100 hours, this dude thinks he is on the team with how he be glazing. And listen, you know what it is? Listen, I get it. Sometimes we have a sycophantic obsession with our idols and everything. I get it. I understand that. Like, we all been there. We all looking up like Midoriya looked up to All Might and everything. He was just like, you know, going like that, you know, like crazy. Like, you know, it's funny. It's funny. But that's this man's whole personality. And it's not even like he's got anything endearing to him at all. He ain't got no, like, personal character traits that are, like, good underneath all that fanboyism shit. Like, no, he just be fucking glazing, bro. That's his whole personality. And he's just like, yeah, we can use the Phantom Thieves to take this guy out. And I'm just like, no, bro, stop. Stop, bro, stop. Stop it, dude. And then they try to interject this story about, like, how he's, like, sticking up for this dude and how there's this reformed bully and everything. And I'm sitting here doing this dude's confidant. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm doing charity. I'm doing a service for this. Like, you know, like, what am I getting out of this stuff, bro? Like, seriously, at this point, I'm just like, this dude is a professional glazer. I don't understand, like, what purpose this man serves. I really don't, bro. This man is a clown 365 days of the year. I can't stand this dude He doesn't bring anything interesting to the equation. Not like, bro, you look at all the other confidants in Persona 5, and even if some of the stuff you don't really care about, you still like, okay, there's something here. There's something to that. I'm looking at this Mishima, and I'm just like, no. And then something diabolical happens, guys. And then they put a scene in the game where if you max out his confidant, there's a scene in the game where this dude, he says something that I don't agree with, and I can't stop him. You know how when spoilers for a 7-year-old game, but you know how at the end of Persona 5, where if you're like at the end of the game, the world is like ending, blah blah blah, you know, whatever. All of your maxed out confidence say something like, "Yo, you know, this guy's great and everything, blah blah blah," like, you know, everything. This dude Mishima had to take it one step further. This dude Mishima said that the protagonist, you know, me, this guy, he said this man said he said that I was his best friend. He said that I was his best friend. I didn't agree to this shit. I didn't agree to this shit. Who said that I was his best friend? Who did this? I saw that stuff and I was like, no. Mishima's confidant is a prime example of you don't gotta be friends with everybody in life. You do not have to give your number and form a relationship with everybody just for the sake of. You do not need to do that. Mishima is a prime example of enforcing boundaries, my friends. Enforcing boundaries. Enforcing those boundaries. This man said I was his best friend. Like every single response, everything he texted me, I was just so snide and snarky and sarcastic. And I can't. So off the top of my head, his thing was bad. Gourmet King? Yeah, Gourmet King was fucked up. Whatever her name was, she was the journalist in Persona 5 who was going through the shit and the embezzlement. Here's the thing, right? If we're talking about, come on, Neo, he wants to be your best friend, man. Daryl, he could be your best friend. You know what I'm saying? Daryl, he could be your best friend, not mine. He could be yours. You be best friends with him, not me. Not me, bro. He's your best friend. Put him in the Daryl zone. $2 super chat coming in from Flame. Kamoshida needs to finish the job against Mishima. Yo, listen, all I'm saying is like, you remember the Halo hashtag finish the fight? That's what we need to do with Mishima. That's what we need to do. We need to, you know what? I'm gonna say something controversial. I have never said this shit before live on camera. We need to unalive Mishima. That man needs a death. Not a respectable death. He just needs a death, bro. This man's saying he want to write a book about the Phantom Thieves. I'm like, bro, hop off the dick, fam. Hop off the dick, bro. Like, you're not that guy. You are not that guy, bro. You are not. You are not that guy. Staggervore says, hey, Neo, have you watched The Last of Us? I have. I have watched The Last of Us show. And I enjoyed it for the most part. I think that it was good television. I definitely think that the game storytelling was a lot better, especially the more time passed in the show. I think the beginning of the show was really fucking good. I think that some of the supplemental intros, like the materials that they did to expand the world, was awesome in the beginning, and then later on it kind of just speed run everything. But I think the show itself was good. For the newcomers, it's good. But if you play the games, you're going to get way more enjoyment for the character, especially Joel. I like Pedro Pascal as Joel, but I feel like and this is the thing I don't understand. Like, a lot of people are really forgetting, like, the nuances of Joel's character you got in the game versus the show. You know what I'm saying? Bella Ramsey, even though I don't think she looks the part, I think she was a good Ellie. I didn't really care for all the other characters in the game. I mean, in the show that they tried propping up, like that one leader. I thought she was not menacing at all. I liked the Bill episode standalone, but I don't necessarily think that in the context of the show where we were just learning Joel and Ellie, they did this random anthology episode. I don't think that was good. But the episode itself was good, but it's just like, why would you do this now? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Mishima, no, fuck that dude, bro. No, but that what's her name? How do you pronounce her name? Oya, Hoya. I don't know, but she's the type of chick where I'm just like, I could smell her. I don't like it, bro. I don't. But I did her confidant. I finished it. I maxed it out. I love how, like, I said, like, how do you pronounce her name? And Flame just spells her name out. Like, he doesn't fucking do the fucking things and shit. But yeah, back to what I was saying before, because Flame was in the chat. I'm not going to front you guys. I'm playing Rebirth and I'm loving it. But I want to play Reload so bad. I started Reload. I did the first, like, hour, but I'm like, no. I just plucked this really long beard hair. Oh my god. No. I just plucked this really long beard hair. Honestly, guys, I've been thinking of shaving my whole beard. Not all my whole beard off, but shaving like the sides off and going really low with my hair on top. I've been thinking about that for a while. I don't know. My hair has not been that short since like 2016. But I've been thinking about it. Nah, the Chihaya confidant is ass, bro. It's so annoying. Hifumi? I love Hifumi. She's cool. Micheli desperately wants to pass, but he's never getting it. Oh, absolutely not. Fuck that dude, bro. Bro, I remember there was this episode where, like, in Persona 5, where Mishima comes up to the conversation. He was just like, it's such a nice day or something. I think when we were at the park or some shit. And I was just like, who invited Blood? Like, what are you doing here? You look fine either way. Oh, I appreciate it, Stagger. Thank you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, fam. I've been thinking about that because, you know, I've been serving different looks, as the children say. I've had short hair. I've had no hair. You know what I'm saying? But I've been thinking of, like, shaving this off. Like, keeping the goatee. Like, keeping this. But shaving this. Cutting all this hair off. Keeping it low. I don't know. I'm thinking about that shit. Because it has been like 7 years, so time for a change and all that. I was thinking about keep growing my hair to get locks and everything, but I'm just like, am I in the phase where I want to maintain and keep doing stuff? I don't know. Ohio. Thank you, Guzman. What do you think that movies take more attention span than gamers? You think attention span? Wait, what? What do you think that movies take more attention span than games? Oh, if you're talking about in terms of like, well, I mean, the thing is that most movies are like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So hypothetically speaking, they don't take that much time. Games are definitely much longer by comparison. Tekken 8 boozy fade. Yo, speaking of Tekken 8, I really gotta, bro, because I got a code for Tekken 8 from Xbox, and I really want to play it, but I'm just like, I'm not gonna have the time to do this. Bro, I still gotta finish Baldur's Gate 3. Oh my god. I don't know how people are complaining like, there's nothing to play. There's nothing to play, you guys. I'm like, what are you into? I'm sorry, I'm just booting up Discord for a second. I gotta check my Xbox messages. good. Yeah, no, the thing is, guys, listen. $2 super chat from no, I already read the Flame super chat. Shout out to Flame. 4 fucking discs. Yeah, no, but that's why we have like, here's the thing, guys. I love physical media, but I'm gonna keep it a stack. If I gotta buy a physical copy of a game on 4 discs, I'm not doing that shit, bro. I am not doing that. I am going to go ahead and keep the digital version. I just got my PS5. There's so much to play. Oh shit, what you playing, bro? Let me know. As far as like PS5 exclusives, I'm gonna keep it a stack, brother. There aren't a lot of really good next generation exclusives. As far as like first party, there really isn't. You got some good current gen stuff from third parties, but like nothing crazy. Oh, we have a $13.99 super chat coming in from Leon Migas. Got my tax return. I bought a ticket to Japan this summer. Oh, you about to be lit. My man is going to the land of the rising sun. That is sick, bro. Oh my God. How long are you going to be there for? Where you going? What you doing? Dude, have fucking fun. All right, guys, we're taking another shot. This is not going to be a 5-hour stream. I know that. But I'm just taking another shot because I'm having fun with you guys. We living. We lit. Your boy Neo just completed another video game, guys. 120 hours, guys. I put 120 hours in a game. You know how many games I could have beat in that 120 hours? A lot of games. A lot of games. A lot of fucking games, bro. A lot of games. But you know what? We finished Persona 5 Royal. And we're going to finish Rebirth. And we're going to do Reload. And we're going to do Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Guys, I might only beat 5 games this year. But those 5 games might be like 800 hours. Can you think about that for a second? Can you think about that shit for a second? Think about that. I didn't do my taxes yet. I did not. My last year taxes, I made out even, where the only thing I owed was my tax preparer. That was it. This year, I don't know. I feel like I might get some money back. We on 7 shots, David? I don't think so. I think we're on 5 shots. Are we on 5 shots? I think we're on 5 shots. Kory says I'm only getting back 1,000. Only $1,000. That's a lot, bro. Have you ever seen Foundation on Apple TV? I finished season 2 and it's honestly pretty good. It's on my list, bro. There's a lot of things I have to watch. There's so much good TV. Oh, you're getting money back? Okay, so if all of y'all are getting money back, then I'm definitely getting money back. We lit. We lit this year, bro. Last year, we were even. We didn't get money back. Well, we got money back, but it, you know, my tax preparer, because, you know, I have 2 freaking things. Well, 3 technically. I have 3 things, so it's 3 different preparers. So, you know. Yeah, Switch 2 is coming out next year. All right. What are you getting with the money, Neo? Honestly, I'm just putting it into savings. I'm not going to buy anything with it. Because I don't really need to buy anything that I really, really want. You know, I got a new TV. You know, I have the consoles. So I'll just put it into savings. He said weak. No, because, I mean, there's nothing I really want to buy. Like, I do want to, at some point, upgrade my PC. But I'll wait till next year to do that. You know, I have a new TV. I'm good for a few years. I have all the consoles. Switch 2 is next year. I was thinking about buying a ROG Ally, but I don't need it. I'm good. I'm good for now, guys. I'm good. Be like Batman and claim random kids on your taxes. I could do that. Steam Deck OLED. No, I have an original Steam Deck. And yeah, the OLED screen is nice. But I don't need to spend another like $400 just for an OLED screen. With the Switch, my original Switch was on its last leg, so I didn't mind trading in a lot of games and getting the OLED for free, basically. So, okay, we're gonna take this shot. What are we toasting to this time? I have no idea. I have no fucking idea where we're toasting to. But look, shout out to the Heartless Emblem. Shout out to the Heartless Emblem. One day we will get Kingdom Hearts 4 news. One day. One fucking day we will, you guys. To the year of the JRPGs, I like that. Digimon 25th anniversary, I like that. But are we going to get a Digimon story sequel? I don't know. Toast to a 5-hour stream, baby. Listen, nobody. We might be 3 hours into the stream, but that does not mean we are getting a 5-hour stream tonight. Don't be so rude. I don't think I'm cooking tonight, you guys, so I'll probably have to order food. Yeah, I'll probably have to order food tonight. Let's see the deals. Decent deals. Okay. So we're gonna toast to. No, we're not toasting to. No, we're not toasting to that. Oh, all right. So we're toasting to Digimon 25th anniversary. Toast to the year of the JRPG. What's open late? Well, my bar is open late. They got some food. They got a kitchen. So we're gonna toast to. We're gonna toast to the bar being open and buy one get one free sales. Yay! 25 years of mid and being forgotten. Oh, no, we toasted to 25 years of Don Otaku taking L's. Because he took L's during that stream for Kory Gryffindor. Who the Oh, okay, I see what you're doing, Kory. I see it. Yeah, I got you, bro. I see. All right. Toasting to all that shit. Yeah. And then toast to water. All right. Okay, so, all right. There was something else I wanted to bring up today, but I don't fucking remember what it was. It literally will come to me as I'm sitting in bed at 4 a.m. like, oh my fucking god. Nah, live action One Piece is not that bad, bro. It's actually surprisingly decent. I wish that it was a little more fleshed out instead of the episodes we got. I feel like there would have been a little more. But the casting is on point. Like, the spirit is there. The heart is there. Like, it's good, man. Toasted water sounds delicious. You never know. Can I get some nice medium rare water? This is why Don Otaku got no social links. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Don Otaku is the type of dude where... I mean, listen, like, Don Otaku is that type of dude where it's like, if you give him... Like, dude, playing Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild was crazy for him because that was the first time he was used to, like, an open world game ever in his life. So he was just like so overwhelmed. You know, it took this man Don Otaku 200 hours to beat the game just to do the main story because he was just so lost. It's crazy how it works for Don Otaku, man. You know? Don only hangs out with losers like Mishima and the Gourmet King. Talk it. Drag him, Kory. $5 super chat coming in from Don Otaku. Okay, so I love this new update. It actually shows the super chats immediately when they pop up and there's not a delay. But $5 coming from Don Otaku. He says, you know Digimon is ass because every time a new monster catcher comes out, it surpasses the heights of Digimon. Yokai Watch and Power World lap them. You see, so Don Otaku is operating under the sales philosophy where because Digimon does not sell like Pokemon, it's not as good. So by that logic, according to Don Otaku, the Twilight series is one of the greatest franchises of all time because of its sales. That's where Don Otaku is right now. I just want you guys to know that. It is what it is. It is what it is. But that's our boy right there. You know what I'm saying? Don Otaku was there Thursday nights at midnight, lighted up for Twilight. That man was like, yeah. That man was like, when they were saying like Team Edward and Team Jacob, that man was like Team both because he goes both ways for them, man. Shout out to Don Otaku, bro. I'm so happy that Don Otaku literally got like, those movies made him come out. And I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for him. And we have to be happy for our homies. If we're not happy for our homies, then what are we doing in life? What are we doing in life, bro? So shout out to Don Otaku. Can I get like Evangelion congratulations for Don Otaku in the chat for coming out? Can we get everybody's listening right now. Even if you're listening in the background, just do congratulations for Don Otaku with the clap emoji. Just congratulations, guys, please. Let's just get that for Don Otaku for coming out. Please come on now. There we go. Congratulations. Yes. Don Otaku is getting his ass beat. Holy shit. Yeah, man. That's just whenever Don opens his mouth, that's what happens. Congratulations. Yeah. Congrats, Don. Yeah. Shout out to that boy right there. And Don's like, wait, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Congrats, Don. Look at that. Look at that. Yo, Kory Griffin just says, no one fucking watches or plays Yokai Watch. If you say you do, you're a goddamn liar. No, that's a fact, bro. Like, people don't be fucking Yokai Watch like they say they do. That thing flopping more than anything. Ooh, this chicken bacon ranch panini is buy one, get one free. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I definitely gonna get that tonight. What do you mean the store is not accepting orders? What do you mean they oh, they closed at 11? Oh, that's gay. So what's open now? Now I have to find something that's open. Oh, fuck me, bro. I gotta find something that's open. I just end up cooking at home, to be honest. We're not doing McDonald's again. Stop saying that. I'm not gonna lie. The last time we ordered McDonald's was kind of lit. I might get a chopped cheese, to be honest. Yeah, I might fuck around and get a chopped cheese. Get IHOP. No IHOP is open around me, my brother. No IHOP is open right now. I get a chopped cheese. Yeah, I'll probably end up getting a chopped cheese. Yeah, chopped cheese be hitting, bro. Chopped cheese definitely be hitting, bro. See, Down Otaku, like I said, Down Otaku is just like, if you're not first, 2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers. And I'm just like, all right, Down Otaku. I could get some pancakes, because these pancakes by my deli are buy one, get one free. I don't know. Pancakes or French toast? I love pancakes. I prefer pancakes more than French toast. But sometimes French toast be slapping. Pancakes got higher reviews. Maybe some cheese fries. Or maybe some bacon fries. I don't fucking know. Fuck, Down Tacos made me angry and hungry. I need to fucking eat. Dude, no, South Sun. We have a couple of places open near me. I don't live in the city, but I live outside the city. So I have a couple of spots open, just mainly delis and shit. So it's probably not going to be the best food in the world, but it's something, you guys. It's something. It's something. You know what I'm saying, guys? I would go for some strip club wings. I definitely would. I'm definitely not drunk enough to order from Wingstop. I'm good, Chief. I am good. Yeah, I'll order from this deli. I'll see what they hit him for. Because I'm going to buy one, give them free chopped cheese. So it's like, you know, why not? French toast slaps like Will Smith. That's my fucking wife. I might get French toast, but I don't know. Like this deli is aight. You know what I'm saying? It's not crazy. So I'm getting two chopped cheeses, right? I'm getting 2 chopped cheeses, and I could get fries, or I could get either wings that are buy one get one free, pancakes that are buy one get one free, or French toast that are buy one get one free. Now, mind you, I know what you're saying. Like, Neo, what the fuck? Like, why would you eat a chopped cheese with French toast? That's the thing. Nothing makes sense anymore after 3 hours of streaming. New York does not have In-N-Out. Yeah, thankfully, we do not have In-N-Out. I could get wings. But the thing about the wings is that, like, it doesn't let me choose the flavor. That's the thing that sucks. Let's see if I can write in the flavor. I'll be like, y'all got this flavor? Hold on. A little cheap. Let's see what wings they got. feel like this is gonna be a bad idea, to be honest. But listen, it's 11 o'clock at night. There's nothing open. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm trying to find these wings. Quesadillas. Can I get a quesadilla? Is a quesadilla. You sound disappointed. It was 3 hours of stream, so let's make it 5. Nobody, what is your problem? 6.99 Canadian from Leon Mikas. He says, going for 6 nights in Akihabara, and then the tax return covered half the ticket. Man, Leon, you could be lit, my brother. You have so much fun, dude. When exactly are you going? You said you're going in like the spring or what? Like, mind you, I'm a couple shots in, so I don't remember. But either way, dude, that's gonna be lit. I'm actually planning to go to Japan next year, 2025. That's my goal. That is my goal for 2025, to go to Japan, you guys. I'm gonna go to Japan and be like, yo, this is just like Persona 5, y'all. Literally, that's gonna be my first tweet. Like, I'm not even gonna front. Like, I'm gonna be that dude and be like, yo, it's just like Persona 5, guys. I'm about to go try to see if I can find LeBlanc Cafe. And they're like, I'll be like, yo, where's LeBlanc Cafe? They're gonna be like, Gaijin, what the fuck is that? I'm like, yo, you tell me. Let me order this food real quick. Dude, that's what I was thinking, Re94. I might go there for the Star Wars celebration, but I don't know, man. I've already started saving just for an inevitable trip. I'm about to take this. Me and this girl go to Japan, man. Fuck it, I'm gonna take a chance on these wings. I don't know, man. If it's terrible, I'll be like, guys, this wings are sold out. How do you sell out of wings? In my America? Fucking thanks a lot, Joe Biden. Joe Biden, Trump, fuck you niggas, bro. Like, I hate both of you. Can get my wings. Now I gotta deal with either French toast or pancakes. I might get pancakes. I don't want pancakes. The chicken market is very competitive. It actually fucking is. I'm actually depressed now. About to play Nevermore and be like, Kono mama dun 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 dun. Domino's got some deals going on. 279 super chat from Liam Mikas. In July, I'm going to visit a hentai club. LOLJK. You better go to a love hotel. You better get a chick with you and go to a love hotel. That's all I'm saying, Leon Mikas. Live your life, my brother. Domino's got some deals, half off everything for the breads. Yeah, I like that. Might get a pizza. I wish Domino's did like stuffed crust, bro. That's one thing I love about the Papa John's near me, because we don't got no Pizza Huts near me anymore. We used to, but they closed it down. Now they're making a Starbucks. But I love me some Papa John's stuffed crust. Stuffed crust pizza just makes everything better. And listen, yeah, I live in New York and I go to a chain restaurant sometimes for pizza. But listen, when it's 11:11 at night, make a wish, guys. I wish everyone in this chat happiness, eternal happiness, and success. But when it's 11:11, you fucking hungry, bro. I'm just fucking saying. Little Caesars has stuffed crust. Well, congratulations. I think I have a free pizza from Domino's. Let me see. Who the fuck is doing dishes at this hour? I have a free pizza from Domino's that expires on March 7th. Oh my God. It's not March 7th, guys. We can redeem this pizza. We can redeem this pizza. We have the technology. Let's get some Domino's at 11:12 midnight. Little Caesar shits on every other national pizza chain. Yeah, because you shit after you eat Little Caesars. Hold it down, man. Hold it down. Oh, fucking hell. There we go. Apple sign in. I think what I am going to do is, let me see these coupons I have. My deals and reward. I think we're gonna get some Domino's tonight, friends. So I have enough for a free cheesy bread, and I have a free emergency pizza. Oh my God, guys. I have enough. That's crazy. It says tap to break the glass, guys. I'm trying to fucking do it. It's not working. It's not working. This is not technology. Hold on. Yeah, we're getting Domino's tonight, guys. Yeah. Hey, Maddie's back. Welcome back, Maddie. So, free medium 2-topping pizza. Okay. Free medium 2-topping pizza. Okay. Heard. All right. All right, guys. We're going to order a pizza again. Yay. Okay, let me do this. Yeah. Yeah, we gonna definitely get that pan pizza well done. You know the fucking vibes, Cutter. You know the vibes, my guy. Dude, I'm that type of person when it comes to Domino's, I only order from the $6.99 menu. I get two things. I get a pizza and I get like some type of supplemental thing. So we're gonna get a medium 2-topping pizza. We're gonna get pan because we're bougie. Start from scratch. Handmade pan. We're gonna get the robust inspired tomato sauce. You know it. Toppings. I'm gonna go chicken. I need a little bit of protein. And I'm gonna go pepperoni. Be very basic. I'm not going front though. I fucks with jalapeno, pineapple, and jamon. Trust me on that shit, man. Trust me. A little bit of honey. If you got honey, put that shit on there. That shit is valid. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a cheesy bread. Yeah, I'm gonna get a cheesy bread, bro. I'm gonna get a cheesy bread, bro. Fuck around and get some cheesy bread. What's up, UG6? How you doing, bro? We're ordering pizza right now, my friend. Yeah, so we ordered that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and redeem this pizza. All right, we're gonna go ahead and redeem this shit. We redeem these rewards because, you know, of course, this takes a process. Oh, they talking. I might have to order on the Uber Eats app instead because they talk about some reckless type of shit in terms of the price. What the fuck? Not for me. The glorified Domino's customer. Fuck that shit, bro. Might have to order on that Uber Eats app instead. This is such a... Bro, I've been watching you for too long. I'm a grown-ass man with bills now. Welcome to the club, man. Grown-ass man with bills and fucking rent and mortgages and all that shit, bro. Welcome. It's aging, my guy. We love it. We love it, bro. I don't know. I'm debating between that Domino's and that fucking chopped cheese, bro. This Domino's is no. This McDonald's near me is free with a $15 purchase of 10-piece McNuggets. Next year marks 15 years. Holy shit, South Son. Yo, that's fucking surreal. And it's just crazy to me because I'm just like, hey, let me turn on this webcam and record a video. And that's one thing I love. And that's why I always tell you guys to be just as genuine and as authentic as you can be to folks, because you just never know those relationships that you have with people. Like, it's like, here we are in the year 2024 of our Lord. And we all just still vibe and talk about, hey, listen, we playing this fucking RPG. Yeah, it's lit, bro. Fuck Mishima, man. Yo, jalapenos does slap. Guys, McDonald's might be the move because they're offering a free 10-piece McNuggets with a $15 purchase. McDonald's might be the move tonight. Yes, anime rapper. We talked briefly on Rebirth. I'm only a couple hours into Rebirth. So I would say check back next week for the full thoughts on Rebirth. Them Storm 2 videos. It's what we've been waiting for, motherfuckers. Hell yeah, I got that same deal tonight. What, McDonald's? You ordered McDonald's too, Cutter Freeman? Listen, if Cutter Freeman ordered McDonald's, I might have to order McDonald's. We might have to order McDonald's. Any thoughts on SMT5 Vengeance? I'm gonna give it another chance. I'm gonna fuck with it. Because they're talking about they have that new content in the game, and they're reworking a lot of the stuff of the main game. I'm gonna give it a shot. Man, I ordered. Yo, shout out to Zero, because Zero commented. I didn't see this motherfucker comment all night. He's just like, man, I ordered McDonald's today to get the free McNuggets. They sent me the ranch, but they didn't send me the ranch. Oh, that's fucked up. They said they'll send you the ranch. They sent you the nuggets, but they didn't send you the ranch? No, they want you to raw dog that shit. They're trying to kill you, bro. Shout out to you, though, Zero. I mean, I'm sorry that happened to you, but shout out to you, bro. All right, guys, we're going to get McNuggets. We're getting McDonald's tonight. Fuck it. So we'll get the 10-piece McNuggets. What sauce we get? I've never tried that McDonald's sauce. I'm going to try that shit. I'm going to see what that's hitting for. Is it overrated or do you guys like it? I'm going to get that. And I'm going to get the, I love honey mustard. I'm going to get honey mustard. Hey, shout out to you, UG6. So we're going to get the nuggets. It's free with a $15 purchase. $2 super chat from Leon Mikas. Why don't you throw in pizza pockets in the microwave? Because I don't have pizza pockets. I had a pizza pocket obsession like 10 years ago, though. I loved it, though. It was so good. So we're going to get the McNuggets. Double quarter pounder with cheese meal. We might have to fuck around and do that. We might have to fuck around and do that, guys. It's my go-to. The double quarter pounder with cheese. Double bacon quarter pounder with cheese. You gotta have the double bacon quarter pounder with cheese. But you gotta make it a large. And you know what? As far as the drink, unsweetened tea, that's sacrilegious. I'm gonna go a large frozen Fanta blue raspberry. That sounds kind of valid. I've never had that before. Frozen Fanta straw 1 cent extra. How fucking dare you? I'm hungry. Oh no. Frappe calamari? Frappe caramel at this hour, Steven. At this hour, my friend. No, we're gonna get the large and frozen Fanta blue raspberry. I want a brain freeze at midnight. All right, let's see what this meal is hitting for. This meal is hitting for $15 with a double bacon quarter pounder with cheese, with a large frozen Fanta, and free 10-piece chicken McNuggets with the whack Donald sauce. But your boy Neo is a fucking beast, and he wants to eat more. What will he get? A 40-piece nuggets? No, I'm not. I ordered those cookies last time. Those cookies were hitting. I'm not going front. I could get 3 cookies for $2.89 or 13 cookies for $9.59. I'm gonna get 3 cookies. I could get a Happy Meal though. No, let me get 3 cookies. Get the caramel so we can get a 5-hour live stream. Oh, y'all look crazy for that shit. No, I'm good, fam. McDonald's is very expensive nowadays. You really have to order on the app to get a good deal. But I'm getting a good deal right now, getting this shit for free. This is a good deal. So I'm getting, guys, listen, look at this. I am getting a double bacon quarter pounder with cheese large with a large frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, 10-piece nuggets for free, and 3 packs of cookies. There we go. $22. I'm good with that. We'll give him a nice tip too. Yeah. Yeah. Be here in like 17 minutes, they say. Yeah, we good. So we'll go streaming until the food gets here, guys. Yeah, we ordered McDonald's again. Oh my God. Look, guys, look at us. Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. How many Happy Meals do you reckon Neo needs to feel full? A lot. I need a lot to feel happy, bro. But honestly, life is stressful at the moment, but at the same time, I'm managing it and I feel good. I'm in a good excuse me. When do I ever hiccup on stream? I didn't even call Siri and she
Okay, I found this on the web for when do I ever make up on stream. Check it out.
Huh? Huh? Yeah, Siri going crazy. Frappe is important if you want to finish your RPGs at night. No, I'm trying to go to bed, bro. Is work causing you stress? No, work isn't causing me stress. Work is actually fine, but it's a lot of personal stuff out here in the real, you know, shit that happens in life, man. But we're in a good place mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and we're doing what we need to do. Neo, check your DMs. Why? Don says take a shot with me. Oh, God. Don is out here, bro. Don is out here, guys. Fuck. He's doing a flight. Is that you and your girl? You and your girl are doing a flight of margaritas? Oh, fuck. I can't be upstaged by Don Otaku. I can't be upstaged by Don Otaku taking a flight of margaritas. Him and his girl. You better finish that shit, bro. I gotta take a shot. David, we're at shot 6, I think. Tomorrow's workout is gonna be hell. I'm about to be like, why did I do this? But fuck it. We're on shot 6. I've always noticed that whenever I don't stream, my comeback stream is me being an alcoholic, which is not the image I want to portray to all of my beautiful followers, because I am not an alcoholic. It just happens to be whenever I stream, I just happen to drink. Lisan Al Gaib. Oh no, Ivan, don't say that. He is the Messiah. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna take a water shot. Oh, it's your first day of work tomorrow? Shout out to you, Battlefield Joe. We'll take a shot to you. But yeah, we gotta take one more shot. This will be the last shot of the night. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not even fucked up, but I'm just like, why am I doing this? Neo acting like he cannot drink. Yeah, no, I've definitely taken way more shots, but I'm just like, oh, Jesus. I haven't drank since New Year's. Good for you, my brother. I haven't drank since yesterday. And before that, I drank Sunday. Because I was just going out and hanging out with people. It's just like this week, I've just been hanging out with a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. So it's been good. But yeah, no. We're going to take one more shot for tonight. We're going to toast this shot to the homie Don Otaku for going on a flight of liquor with him and his wife. They're having margaritas. They're having 8 margaritas. I can't be outclassed with them. And we're taking a shot to the homie Guzman who's starting his new job for tomorrow. Big ups to all the homies out there. Shout out to y'all. Okay, we are good. How is this bottle of 1800 still not done? The last drink I had was in 2018. Shout out to you, Flame. Shout out to you for being 6 years sober, my guy. Shout out. I haven't drank since the summer. Shout out to you, Stagger. I haven't drank yet. Shout out to you, Positive Gamer. Shout out to y'all who are not drinkers. I appreciate you guys. Guys, honestly, even though I can put back a lot of drinks, I am not a drinker like that. I am really not. Like, I am really not. I'm just very chill with shit, bro. Toasted 20 years ago, Tommy Oliver became the Black Dino Thunder Ranger. Shout out to the Power Rangers, bro. Okay, my order will be here in 13 minutes. Bro, guys. Dude, the guy who is delivering my food is literally named Guy. His name is Guy. Holy shit. He knows English and French. Patois? Oh my god, that's actually crazy to me. He is that guy. He is that guy, bro. And he's diamond status. He looks like that guy. Look at it. He gonna deliver the fuck out of my food. Yeah, a guy named Guy. Guy Sensei. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Life treating you good? I love my guy. I love him. Guy Sensei. Guy Sensei. Oh my god. One of you guys is going to be Rock Lee and he's going to be Guy. The man's name was Might Guy. Might the Guy. Our guy. The guy. He's that guy. He is that guy, bro. He is that fucking guy. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Speaking of Naruto. Speaking of Naruto, oh my god, we got a bunch of Naruto shit right here. Here we go, guys. You ready for this? Ready for this shit? You ready for some new Naruto stuff? What y'all know about this right here? Game Pro with Naruto Clash of Ninja exclusive review. Oh, shout out to Animusha, Dawn of Dreams. Shout out to Animusha. Golly, the OG Godfather game. Oh my god. Oh my, see, this page is coming off right here. Where is this? Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai for the PSP. Yep. Look at this. Will you guys look at this? This is who Don Otaku imagines himself as. Mario gangster smoking a cigar. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. The big red ads. Where's the Naruto Clash of Ninja review? Oh god, here it is. Dude, they had a whole spread for the OG Clash of Ninja. Holy shit. Here are all the characters you can play as. Oh my god. That first Clash of Ninja was definitely a cash grab. Naruto Ninja Council. Oh, they had the import games here. Holy shit. Look, guys, they had the import games. Saikyo Ninja Daiseku Kubi was known as Ninja Council 2 in the US. Oh my god. Oh. Naruto Clash. I love how they had a review of the first Clash of Ninja and then they're just like, here's a preview of the next Clash of Ninja game. And then Naruto Ultimate Ninja. Oh my god, look. They had a preview for dude. Game Pro literally did not give a fuck. They had like well, this is the original cover of Ultimate Ninja 3 in Japan, but the website was shonenfr.com. CyberConnect, the developers of the Dot Hack series, are developing the Naruto PS2 game. Oh my god, dude. This is crazy. Yo! Look at all the Naruto merch. The ring. I always wanted an Akatsuki ring. Oh my god. This is a blast from the past, man. The Ultimate Naruto Contest exclusive sweepstakes brought to you by GamePro, Tomy, and Viz Media. Be the voice of a character in Naruto. Did they ever really reveal who won these contests? I was very skeptical about these contests because it's just like, who the fuck won this? I have this headband right here. I have this headband. ¿Dónde está? Here it is. I have that headband right here. I got this at Kinokuniya. That is no longer exists in the Palisades Mall in New York. Right here. You guys know this Naruto headband. You know it. Barely fits on my big ass forehead, but you know. But I have this GamePro. I have this anime Beckett anime magazine with Naruto now on Cartoon Network. And then of course, I was big on the strategy guides back then. Why did I buy a strategy guide for Naruto Ultimate Ninja? Because I liked reading shit. Oh my god, bro. One of these days, I need to do a video where I just go through all of this anime merch in this drawer. Oh my god. Holy shit. Hold on. Wait a minute. Kory, I'm going to check my DMs in a second. Wait a minute. Guys, we are looking at a piece of history. Something that might be older than a lot of you guys. Holy shit. The official Kingdom Hearts official strategy guide. I got so much use out of this. The freaking back of it broke. I blow this strategy guide's back out, bro. But something that I tried to keep in really good condition. The Kingdom Hearts 2 strategy guide. Oh my god. Back in the day, we used to pay $20 for a strategy guide. Oh my god, bro. Oh. Well, some of the pages are coming off because I got some really good use out of it. Oh, I have the Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 and the Budokai 3 strategy guide here too as well. Wow. Don't mind me if I just randomly start sneezing just because of the dust of all this shit. Oh, leave, bro. And of course, I have my iPhone 4 here. Guys, we used to use phones that were this tiny. Can you remember that? We used to use phones that were this big. So this is my iPhone 14 Pro Max. Right? Well, that's the screen protector that's cracked, not the phone itself. But the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Oh, Uber Eats will be here in 5 minutes. Yay! And then I have my iPhone 4. Look at this. Will you look at this shit? Crazy. We used to really live like this, bro. We used to be like, hey, yo, what up? It's crazy, bro. Bro, that's crazy. Hey, what's up, man, Ross? Yeah, Guy's coming in clutch. He's delivering it 2 minutes early. Well, 1 minute early. But Guy don't mess around. He's just like, I got your fucking food, bro. It'll be here soon, man. Don't you fucking worry. Time has passed, bro. Time has passed. But yeah, Kory Gryffindor sent me a DM, so I need to check that. Where'd you send it? On Twitter or on Instagram? Probably Instagram. Let me see. Yeah, Instagram. Oh, the Budokai 2 official guide. That's fire. Shout out to Budokai 2 in that board game. Oh my lord. Budokai 2 in that board game. What did I order? Oh, Jason, welcome back, bro. Jason, you missed the roast of Mishima, bro. We roasted the fuck out of Mishima. Oh, that was Tenkaichi 2? Fuck. See, my mind, like I said, 6 shots in. I thought that was Budokai 2 for a second. I saw the 2, and I was like, oh, shit. But yeah, Jason, what did we order from McDonald's? We got a double bacon quarter pounder with cheese fries, large frozen Fanta, blue raspberry, free 10-piece McNuggets, and 3 cookies. This is how long the stream is gone. Jason came back. Yeah, man, we good. Not 5 hours, nobody, but we're going to end it off at like 3 hours and 40 minutes. Yeah, man. Dude, you know, I really want to replay Jak 2 and Jak 3 because I finished Jak 1 years ago. And I started a replay of Jak 2, but then I got so fucking annoyed because some parts of that game were so irritating. But I want to replay 3 10-piece McNuggets. No. We got a free 10-piece McNuggets. Free. Free, free, my friend. Yeah, no, Jason, that roasted Mishima was good, man. We went in on that man's life, bro. What are your thoughts on that cameo in Dune 2? I was taken aback. I was shook when I saw that shit, bro. I was like, no fucking way. And it's crazy because we saw a trailer before the movie that starred that character or that actor. And I was like, what the fuck? Dude, Jak 2? The dig site? Oh my god, dude. The save points in Jak 2 were so ridiculous. So ridiculous in that game, bro. But I have Jak 2 and Jak 3 on the PS4, so I can replay them on my PS5. But yeah, you guys, I think it's about time that we wrap up the stream for the night. We're coming up on almost 4 hours of streaming. I can't even believe that shit. I've been sitting in this chair for fucking 4 hours, and y'all have just been sitting here vibing with me. I appreciate you guys as always. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Helps out the channel tremendously. And we will go ahead and be back on the channel next week. Of course, for our regular scheduled programming, we're going to be back to streaming twice a week for Ask Neo, in addition to the Kingdom Hearts Data Battle streams. We're going to go ahead and do that stuff. And we're probably, if everything permits itself, we're going to go ahead and get a video out next week talking about my experiences playing Persona 5 Royal after 7 years and finally finishing the base game. Well, no, after finishing Royal after 4 years and then replaying Persona 5 after 7 years, going through that and finishing the entire game. My thoughts on the third semester and everything. Spoiler filled, mind you, because tonight we did a spoiler free stuff. And oh shit, the homie guy is here. He's dropping off the food. I love it. I love that shit. And Don Otaku also finished all the drinks. Tell your girl she nursing that shit. And she can't be doing that. We can't be fucking doing that. She's like, what, 1 drink in? And she's like nursing the other 2? Tell your girl she got to pick it up. Those are rookie numbers. You got to pump it the fuck up. But yes, you have to meet him. I can't meet him. I can't meet him, bro. He has to go and do his thing and be that guy to everybody else. But we will be back next week for 2 streams. And maybe a video included in the mix if I can finish it and edit it and get all that stuff. Talking Persona 5 Royal. But definitely next week we're going to be talking about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in its entirety because I'll have put in at least 10 hours into the game. That's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow night. I'm really excited to just dive into Rebirth tomorrow night and have a lot of fun with that game. Like a lot of you guys are too. And yeah, you know, again, thank you guys so much for coming through to the stream. You know, last month was very busy for me personally and, you know, just working and being sick and personal life and all that stuff. But, you know, we still back at it like the crack addicts that we are. Shout out to fucking 1800 Tequila for all the shots we had tonight. And shout out to the homie Guy who's delivering our McDonald's Uber Eats order. Shout out to the homie Flame for the Persona 5 Royal Challenge. We completed it in its entirety. We got it done. And yeah, you know, you guys, you know, just continue being the amazing individuals that you are. You know, eat a lot of great food, play a lot of great games, watch a lot of great shows and movies, have a lot of great sex. And for me to you for now, my name is NGS signing out. And like always, wait. Let me stop this real quick because I just realized, even though we have stayed hydrated all throughout the stream, we've taken a lot of shots How could I ever forget a hydration check, my friends? I could never do that. And you guys would be like, what the actual fuck, dude? And I appreciate that because you guys hold me accountable. That's what it is. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have ourselves a hydration check. A hydration check where the cap is already off the bottle. Because you guys know it's serious fucking business tonight after 6 shots. Now, what is a hydration check? A hydration check is making sure that I keep you guys accountable and myself more accountable because I've already had 6 shots. I've had my electrolytes for the day, so I'm good. And yeah, you guys grab your favorite H2O beverage of choice. And the homie guy has dropped off the order. We are good. And on the count of 3, we're going to have ourselves a hydration check, my friends. So 1, 2, 3, hydration. Already, I feel better, my friends. 6 is his limit. No. 6 is not our limit, David Bigelow. We did close to 10 shots one night. We are good. We are good with that. But 6 is like where I'm just like, let's cut it off. We're good. But yeah, you guys, enjoy the rest of your mornings, your evenings, your afternoons. And for me to you for now, my name is NGS, signing off. And like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one. Okay, but on some real shit, though, I know I got some real ones in the chat because there's still 43 concurrent viewers. On some real shit, though, I saw a comment from somebody saying that Mishima was one of his favorite social links, and I legitimately did not understand that. Like, I'm confused. Like, did I miss something, you guys? Do I have irrational hatred towards Mishima or something? Because this man was really out there saying shit like, yeah, man, you know, Mishima is just one of those dudes, bro. I love him, became one of my favorite social links. And I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it. I really don't fucking get it. Maybe I'm just lost. Play Unicorn Overload Neo. Listen, I will, my friend, but there's just Rebirth is on my mind. Tifa and her titties is just doing too much. But yeah, shout out to Persona 5 Royal Confidants, everybody except Mishima and Chihaya and Oyaya, all that stuff. There's definitely better things to do. But yeah, peace out, y'all. Have a good one.